Hi, welcome back to Dungeon Dice Masters.
You counted down. Don't act like this.
Yeah.
I did this.
I love it. You're like, okay,
Anyway.
I got you one. I have no plan.
No plan. Deer in
What-
headlights.
What do humans say when seeing other humans? Oh.
Hello.
Make that T-Rex noise again, John.
It's been a little while since we've been here, and unfortunately, we're going to be on another several month hiatus from doing Dungeon Dice Masters on account of work schedules. So tonight, instead of kind of getting into more stuff with our normal characters, we're going to be doing a one shot from Candlekeep Mysteries.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Never heard of it.
What's the D&D?
Yeah. So this is going to be just a one-off adventure for 14th level characters. Do you guys want to go around and introduce your new characters for the group?
No.
Or not for the group, for the audience. And the group, because you guys have not seen each other's characters yet.
Fucking hell.
All right, I'll start. My character's name is Dav Ekmore, and he is a wood elf monk warlock because, I hate myself. And he's a big edgy boy. He's a 4'10" warlock with a 6-foot tall spear that he carries. He is completely bald, and he has a series of dark blue tattoos across the top part of his bald pate. And at his whopping 4'10", he definitely has a short man complex. That's all I got.
Cool. Who's next?
I'll jump at it.
All right. My character is the Time Wizard. That's his name. He has no given name because this is the name that was given to him when he was built.
Is his first name.
Yeah,
Time Wizard is his last name.
Wizard is last name. Time is middle.
I thought he was hyphenated.
No.
TMW.
Nope, not at all. TMW.
TMW.
I'm going to call him Tim. Tim the Time Wizard.
I just want TMW, Alan.
The Mime Wizard.
No,
Time Magic Wizard.
Thank you. Good enough.
Woo. All right.
I've had a day.
I believe it.
I think we all have.
He is
We live in a society, Batman.
a wood and metal creation.
Society.
He stands about 5'5" and is made of wood and metal. And yeah, that's about it.
All right.
Wow.
That's really all there is to know.
Okay.
And last but not least.
Hi, we are Gom, kobold, sorcerer, 2.5 feet tall, of pure gray and blue draconic goodness. I don't know. Very
Could you move
small,
the mic a little closer?
very fierce. We did 30 minutes of.
Yeah, and then you moved it away.
Victimized.
All right. So, Gom, the little sorcerer, the Time Wizard, the middleman, and Davik Moore, the edgelord, are
the
all
man with an actual name.
Yeah. They find themselves in the library.
What? The last name.
Shut up, Gom.
Oh, God!
Disrespecting our kobold culture.
I was appropriating it by wearing fake wings.
It's very special that I have wings.
Just like the mighty winged ant. You two are a nuisance.
You don't know that.
Not yet.
Soon you'll see how much of a nuisance we are.
Fireball at my feet. Thank God I have reflex saves so I can get out of the way.
Anyway, so you guys find yourselves in the library at Candlekeep researching
how to kill God.
Now, as part of as part of the agreement with Candlekeep, you've all gained access to the library. You have a little kind of study room set aside for you to work in during the day, and one of the monks there, one of the avowed, kind of runs out and gets the books that you need and brings them back to you. You're not really allowed to just freely wander the library itself. So the avowed who's been helping you is a kind of newer guy. His name is Ramelier. Ramelier. We're gonna go with Ramelier.
Rabbi
Uh,
Malak, got it.
yeah, he's this kind of he's a really young human guy, probably like late teens, really new to the whole Candlekeep business here, and he's just been sprinting around. You guys have been running him ragged, just trying to get all these books you need. Plus, he's helping out a couple other study groups and research groups, and then one day he kind of like brings in just a stack of books, and he's kind of like comically going all over the place, trying not to drop them, balancing them, slams them all on the table, and says, "Okay, is there anything else?"
Yes, tea, please. Thank you.
Sure. I'll have some. I'll have some brought in. Yeah. And he goes running out again. Looking over the books that you were giving, a lot of them are the typical kind of like dry Bibles and such. They don't really have, or so far, Ramelier has not found you anything specifically on killing gods. So a lot of it is just reading up on like origins of
Gods in general.
religion and stuff like that, myth or real, that kind of thing. One book does stand out
The
to
old
you as
Richard Dawkins, the multi-polytheist illusion. I flip my fedora and put it on my head in a dramatic fashion. You asked for this.
Edgelord Warlock strikes again. So the one book does stand out to you. It's a little bit smaller than the rest. It looks almost like a journal, and it is a soft brown leather book. Its title is embossed on the book cover and spine in kind of like a silvery script, titled "The Scrivener's Tale."
Mm.
I look at it and go, I can't read. And I just stare at the
Really?
party. No, I can read. I just want them to know I can read because then I'd be perceived as being competent. No, I'll take a look at it. I'll flip through some of the pages after I put down my copy of Curing Your Constant Dread.
Okay. What languages do you know?
Common and Elven.
Common and Elven. So it is an Elvish script, but you can't make out the actual language.
I'll put this out to my compatriots and say, I can't really read this. It appears to be in some kind of script I don't understand.
Does
I will take a
Gom
look at it.
know?
You guys can both take a look at it.
I would like
What
to, yeah.
languages do you both know?
Gnomish, Elvish, and Draconic.
Draconic and Deep Speech.
All right, neither of you can read it either,
None of us can
and
read it.
neither of you recognize the script.
I will ritually cast Comprehend Languages.
I say we just look at it and go, huh, interesting. And I just take
Rami.
it and set it off to the side and just go back to reading something else.
So the Time Wizard casts Comprehend Languages and suddenly realizes it is Sylvan, and starts reading through. It seems
I would
to
like
be
to say that in order to do this, I stop time and then I read every book in Candlekeep to learn how to speak Sylvan, and then I come back and unfreeze time and continue to read the book.
The Time Wizard, suddenly strangely knowledgeable about the inner layout of Candlekeep.
We're all standing there waiting, and then he just comes back and he's like, well, that took a while. We look over and he's visibly rusted.
From you guys' perspective, it's weird. You almost could swear he was standing 2 inches to the left.
Is he
It's
also
bizarre.
now proficient in the Dewey Decimal System?
Sure. It's a strange system that they have everything organized by, but you did manage to find the language section and pull out some books, identify it as Sylvan, and can now read the story if you choose.
I would like to read the story.
So
I will read it aloud.
Reading through it, it almost seems to be more of a fairy tale than like a journal or any kind of real plot, text. It tells the story of a selfish and immoral archfey called the Princess of Shadow Glass, who is locked in a blood feud with the Queen of Air and Darkness, the ruler of the gloaming court of the Feywild. The queen is described as an intelligent, gleaming black crystal hovering above a throne of twisted, petrified wood. The princess is cast in the role of the protagonist, despite her amorality, yet she views everyone else as a pawn in her struggle. The tale ends with a monologue promising bloody reprisals on everyone the princess believes has wronged her. Throughout the tale, you find that the princess had been exiled to the mortal realm, where she found a home in the land of the humans, elves, dwarves, gnomes, and halflings. They show her true friendship, gifting her with treasures, lands, and titles. And at the end, her companions convince the princess to reclaim her rightful place as a high noble of the Fae.
This is a very edgy story. It was interesting.
Yes, we
Gum
listened to this
does
for like
not.
an hour and a half as you read through this book. And we all just
Yep.
kind of look around like, interesting. Certainly purely academic. Written in Sylvan makes one think that it's probably something to do with you said it's the Fae. So maybe it's a language, maybe it's an autobiography of some type.
The
well.
words as he's reading them out loud in common, presumably for the rest of the party, almost seem to carry a strange kind of weight to them as you guys listen to the story.
Not like magic? I wouldn't know.
Is there a way for us to call the acolyte back in?
Alec?
Yeah, you guys have a way.
I'll ring the bell.
All right,
First
you
service.
Just
you
stop
ring the
time
bell.
and find him, then ring the bell next to him, then just stop time and walk back.
Remelier comes back in with like a platter full of like tea in sippy cups, so you don't spill them on any of the books. And he sets it down. He says, "Okay, and I got some nice oil for you." He sets that off to, with like a little oiling can. And he says,
Thank you.
You rang the bell. Was the tea? The tea's here now. I can go get some biscuits too if you want."
No,
Tea
I
would
just
be
wanted to
nice.
ask you, do you know who wrote this book and where it might be coming from? And I'll show him the journal.
He looks at it and his brow kind of furrows. He's like, "I don't. Let me do some digging in that. I did it help with your search?"
Not at all, but it was very interesting.
Oh crap. Okay. And he takes the book. He says, "All right, I'll go find where this lives and see if I can get any more information about it." Yes.
Gum does want biscuits.
Okay. I'll go get your biscuits then, and then I'll look into this and I'll let you guys know if I find anything.
Sugar, please.
So Gum brings back the biscuit, or not Gum. Remelin brings
Gum
back the
knows
biscuits,
nothing.
and you guys spend the rest of your day poring over the rest of the various religious texts.
Yeah, +1 to smarts.
But he doesn't get back to you on the origins of the Scrivener's tale that day. So
spent
at
some
the end of the
time-
day, sorry, what were you
I
saying?
was going to say, I just tell the party, I'm like, perhaps God isn't a physical concept we can kill. Perhaps the real goal, the real treasure we made, was the murdered bodies we left along the way as our quest to kill the god.
No, I don't think that's it.
I met him. He's an
polytheistic-
asshole.
In a polytheistic pantheon, there are many gods to kill. You must find and kill all of them.
That sounds more correct. How can Gum become God if Gum can't kill God?
It's a good point. What will you be the god of, Gom?
Everything.
Step lattice?
Gum? Great Gum does not like your teasing. Gets the biggest book they can find and just sits it in front of themselves.
Oh no!
Their biscuits.
Can you imagine? It's this big, right? And then the chair's this big, and then the book is this big.
Gum is sitting on the table.
Aw,
I say,
all so
I'll be-
cute.
I'll be the god of shadows and bad one-liners.
God may allow this.
I hope to be
What
in a world
about
where there
you?
are no gods.
What about you, Wizard of Time?
I wish to be in a land of no gods, where only anarchy and flame rules.
Ah,
Jeez.
interesting. So you're more of a god of late-stage capitalism.
The latest stage.
So you guys spend the rest of your day going through the text and talking about your plans to kill God or gods.
We haven't decided.
As as vague as that goal is. And at the end of the day, Ramelin comes back. He says, "Okay, I've got to put the rest of these books away for now. I still, I can't quite hunt down where the Scrivener's tale is supposed to go, but I'm working on it. It goes. I picked it up somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure where I got it from. So don't tell anyone, or I'll get in a lot of trouble. If you guys don't mind, head on back out to your the courtyard there and get your rooms, and we'll tomorrow hopefully I can find something for you guys."
Very well.
Of course.
Thank you, Emily. And as you walk out, I tell the party I've achieved inner peace, and that I am my own god, as I have reached nirvana, and that I've reached it in my pack to pull out my tea kettle, pour myself some more tea. Drink it.
So Ramelier escorts you guys back out to the Court of Air, and from there, bids you guys a good night and lets you head off back out to the House of Rest or anywhere else in Candlekeep you'd like to go.
It's nighttime, you said, right?
It is. By this point, it's kind of late evening, maybe like 7 or 8 o'clock, and sun's going down. It's a nice kind of late summer evening.
Well then, I'll talk to you in the morning, and then I teleport onto one of the roofs of the building and take a nap.
You cannot.
Oh, is it higher than 60 feet?
It's illegal.
I believe it is warded.
Called
It's
squatting.
illegal.
Squatters' rights. Squatters' rights not allowed.
Only allowed to use your legs in Candlekeep. You must walk like an idiot.
I have shoes with spider climbing, so I could just walk up the side of the building and just sit there hanging off the side and just take a nap with my amazing core strength that I apparently have. It
Why not?
requires to walk up the side of a building like you're walking down the street and then just stay like perfectly perpendicular to the wall while you're just asleep.
You
Imagine
don't
the
think that the
horror.
Incredible.
spider climb boots just like generate their own gravity?
I imagine it lets you like put your hands on it, so I guess you could like lay on the wall,
Mm.
just sleeping on the side of the building.
You need a sleeping bag of spider.
You know what? It
A
says you can't.
hammock.
It says you can't fly, so I'll let you walk
I
up
mean,
it
if
with
not,
spider.
I'll just walk up the side of the building and sleep on the roof because it's a nice day.
I see no reason why the spider climb boots won't let you scale it.
It's like
So
have a good night. Then I teleport 60 feet to the side of the building and then just start walking up the side of the wall.
Jesus Christ.
So I spend all my key points to cast darkness while I do it, so no one can see me. 'Cause edgy.
so yeah, you get up the
Just a
side.
dust cloud like freaking Pigpen.
No, it's
Up
just-
the
it's a
side of the
30 foot
building.
the 30-foot sphere around me, and it
Yeah.
doesn't go through walls, but it goes through openings. But there's a window, all of a sudden just blows into the window for 5 seconds, and then comes out. Well, it's just a sphere blacker than the rest of the night, just walking up the side of the building. And I'm like, don't want anybody to see me changing. As I like change out of my day clothes, which is like a burlap sack, into my night burlap sack.
Just boxers just float gently
Yeah.
down, escaping your grasp.
Everybody's looking up. Dom thinks he is naked in there.
Cum knows he's naked in there.
I'm just very scared. Spell will end soon.
The great beast
The rest
will
of
go
you-
and take a bath.
You have been provided quarters in the House of Rest, which is the kind of like tavern area set up for outsiders.
The great beast Gom wishes to go take a bath. And
Okay,
go to sleepy
Alistair.
sleeps.
Alistair Crowley's
So-
a great beast. 666.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yes. Let's just do that.
Sorry. So there's the House of Rest, and then there's the Hearth. The Hearth is like a tavern. The House of Rest is the actual like bunkhouse.
I need to remember how tall Aleister Crowley was.
Do you guys want to go?
Decent height. I
So,
say
yeah.
we just turn in for the night and enjoy our,
Sure.
our brief respite, and the next morning we'll just reconvene in the courtyard.
Mhm.
Sure.
Sounds good.
I'll
So
go
the
to
three
our
of you go
little
to sleep.
spaces.
The next morning, you all wake up and all of you notice something's weird just immediately. Looking down, you have a strange, like, elvish script winding your way, starting at your fingertips and going maybe to your wrists. Also,
Not read this. Because it's in Silva, I'm assuming, so I can't read it.
yeah.
I really hope this doesn't say anything offensive. Then again, I hope it does.
You can read it. All of you realize that for some reason you can read this.
What does it say?
It is in Sylvan, but you can understand it.
If you're
Ooh.
reading this, I want you to know I prepared explosive runes today. Oh, that's
No,
not what I
look-
wanted to hear.
I
Kind of
read
like-
the book of Scrivener, and all I got was this shitty tattoo.
my henna
kind of-
tattoo.
Kind of reading it, which is strange because you guys are all kind of separated, and you all notice this separately.
Turn your hand
You
around
kind of like
and do
read a little
that.
bit. It is in Sylvan, but it seems to be the beginning of the Scrivener's tale. Now imprinted itself on your body.
And so the
you
story lives
also
on.
you also realize that none of you are casting shadows.
Interesting.
No.
Somebody's probably very upset about this.
Very
Hmm.
upset because I like to be big, edgy, and big, shadowy. So I come running down the building, which I imagine I do very quickly, with my arms behind my back in a Naruto run, and approach the party and go, "Do you see the issue here?" And I point to the shadow and keep trying to make it appear.
Gum's beautiful scales have been marred.
This does seem to be a problem for you.
There's something a little bit strange. Maybe we should go find our friend Remy Malik and talk to him, see what he believes about this. Perhaps he's found something more interesting.
Oh no. Oh no.
So you guys go back over to the gate and wait, and Ramalier, just like the last couple days you guys have been here studying, is waiting for you at the gate bright and early, waiting for whenever you guys are ready to go back to your study room. He looks at you guys. He says, "Oh, good morning. How have you guys been? Yeah,
I
did you
have
sleep
a
well?"
concern.
Oh,
Yes, I wave at him and say, like, I didn't write this on
Mr.
my
Rami
hand.
Malik.
He kind of like tilts his head and like looks into to like inspect it. And he says, "What's this?" And he starts like muttering under his breath. You can tell he's reading it. He says,
Sir, stop doing that.
"Oh." And his face kind of like goes pale. You see the blood just drain out of his face. He says, "Oh no. I'll take you to your room. There's some books there that I've already prepped for you, and I'm going to. I think I have an idea of where the book came from." And he kind of takes you guys to your little study room and drops you off, and then he just like shuffles out, just like closing the door behind him.
That's not ideal.
At least we have a nice professional who can help take care of this problem.
I don't believe that, do you? You do
Surely
believe
he
that.
must be.
May the gods we may eventually kill help us all.
Do you guys are you guys doing anything to like inspect the marks further, or are you just waiting for Ramalier to come back?
I'm going to start reading the books he's brought us.
Okay.
My goal is unchanged.
Do we
Fair.
still have? Oh, he took the Scrivener's
Yeah.
book
Yeah,
of
he took
nonsense.
it yesterday.
Okay.
Well, this isn't
Hasn't
exactly.
just magically reappeared.
No.
Something.
Well, I say we just wait for him. I'm not going to do too much besides just kind of like, just stare at the mark and see if it's getting worse. Like, is it writing more as I sit there and stare at it?
Looking at it, you do see that it is slowly expanding, like writing word by word.
Does it cause any pain, or does it seem to like displace flesh on people with flesh?
Doesn't seem to. It's just appearing on your body,
Cool. Sounds awesome.
just winding its way up. Very
Yeah.
slowly. It is slow.
Perhaps
You
we will
could
get to
probably-
enact fire like it said at the end.
If you had enough time, you could probably figure out like how long it's going to take to spread. But Who knows?
I'm gonna stop time and figure out how long it takes to spread.
Who
Because
has
I always have enough time, Alan.
what's your Arcana proficiency?
My Arcana proficiency is
Sorry, no,
plus 10.
do you have Arcana proficiency? Is what I
Yes.
meant to ask. So you stop time and you kind of like run some numbers and you're like, oh, okay, 12 days. And then you resume time. But you realize that whatever it is, because you are proficient with Arcana, you don't even need to roll.
Hmm.
Probably typical like dispel magic and stuff aren't going to be powerful enough to dispel this.
I had a
And
feeling.
as it progresses, you think it's going to give you more benefits, maybe like the ability to suddenly read Sylvan, but also probably some drawbacks.
Interesting.
Not ideal.
Not at all.
I guess we wait because acrobatics probably isn't going to help us, and that's my best skill. So unless doing sick flips is going to somehow remove this curse, then I don't think we're going to be doing much.
Not likely.
Just backflipping into the fucking corner over and over and over again while we just wait for the guy.
All right, so maybe like 20 minutes later, Ramalier comes running back in, just like breathing hard. He's like, oh no, I've made a horrible mistake. I was in the restricted section, pulling a book for another guy, and I must have grabbed Scrivener's tail by accident, and it got mixed up with your books. I'm so sorry. This is
Listen, that's fantastic. Is there a way to cure this? I don't need your pathetic excuses. I need an answer to this.
I don't know. The best thing I could say would be to go check with Teles Avaste. He's one of the foremost experts on curses here at Candlekeep.
Let's take us to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he says, "Follow me," and he kind of like leads you guys out and up some stairs to an office where you find a kind of like wizened old human man, just like hunched over a table, just like nodding off to sleep as he's writing something. He says, hello, Ramalier. Who do I have the pleasure of entertaining today?" He says, Master Avaste, I'm really sorry to bother you. They have a problem, and and he like pulls out this little vibrating rock from his pocket. He says, "Oh, another bell's been ringing. I gotta go," and he like sprints out.
Hello, sir.
So the guy looks at you like over his little tiny glasses. He says, "So, what seems to be the problem?"
See, I
hold
have
up our
a book
heads.
expanding over my flesh. It's
Have
slowly encircling me.
Well, let me take a look at that. And he kind of like taps his glasses, and it like telescopes out like a little kind of like you know how people like jewelers have those little magnifying
Oh
glasses.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. It just kind of like telescopes out, and so he can like zoom in, and he like zooms real in on the tiny Elvish script winding its way around. He says, "Oh, I see. This must be the Scrivener's tale, yes?"
Yes, that is
Yes,
correct.
that's correct. I'm surprised you're familiar with it.
Well, yes, it's been some time since that book was brought here to Candlekeep by a Machiel Rilin, if I remember correctly. He's a noble from Baldur's Gate. He went on, did a stint adventuring, brought us quite a few books over the years, but this one he was particularly concerned about. I don't really know too much about him, but I do know that he brought us the book under the condition that it stay in the restricted section, not to be read by anyone. He described this very thing. He had to pay an arm and a leg to get a wish spell to undo it.
It's not what I want to hear. Where is this man?
Well, last I heard, he was back in Baldur's Gate. Although we did receive a missive, his niece sent us a bunch of his journals and things. I suppose he died some years back. And she took over the estate and thought that his journals might be of some use to us.
Hmm.
I haven't got them around to them myself.
Did you bring those to us?
Sure, of course. And he rings a bell, and another avowed monk comes running in. You guys haven't met this one. It's a young dragonborn woman. She says, "Yes, Master Vasti," and he says, yes, of course. Could you go get the Mikhail Rilin journals?" She's, "Yes, Master Vasti," and she leaves and comes back maybe like 10 minutes later with a stack of just handwritten journals and like loose papers and stuff just stuffed into it.
Well then, let's get started. You'll help us, right, my friend?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that this curse is a little beyond even my capabilities to cleanse. I'll look over the journals with you, though. Maybe our friend had some sort of idea of what may have, what maybe the origins of the curse could give us an idea of how to counter it.
You're an educated man, aren't you?
Yes, yes.
Do you know what the word culpability means?
Yes, I do.
As long as we're on the same page, let's take a look at these journals.
So you read through them. You find there's like a folio from an unknown tome describes like a city called Delimbiran and Falorm, also called the realm of three crowns. Falorm is one of the many kingdoms of old in the north. When the realm of three crowns fell, the kingdom of Delimbiran rose after it. Tucked in there is a sheaf of notes written by Makil himself. They talk of the adventurer seeking Shadow Glass, which he expected to be a great treasure. There is a map labeled Delimbiran and Environs, showing a few locations in the above-ground ruins of the city. A note written on the map in Elvish identifies one site as the Haven of the Red Quill. The handwriting matches that seen in the Scrivener's Tale.
Then. It looks like there's a physical location that might give us something to remove this potential curse.
Do these maps have any sort of correspondence to
Oh my God.
people of
He went
that exist
robot
now?
again.
Not
He
me.
did.
He's so in
Or
character.
landmarks or
Ooh.
oh no. Am I back now?
No.
No, he's still gone.
Yeah, he's not. He ain't right.
Oh god.
He's malfunctioning.
Oh god.
Someone spilled tea on him.
Get the oil, man.
Give him a couple seconds, maybe he'll sort
Is
himself
there...
out.
Alright. Are we good?
No.
Ish.
No. Oh no.
No.
Try leaving and coming back. That sometimes helps.
Try to leave.
Oh god. All right, we'll be right back as
Yeah.
we try to fix our technical issues here. That seems like a good time to take a break. So stick around for more The Scrivener's Tale. Welcome back to Dungeon Dice Masters. We have fixed the problem
For
Hey.
now.
Temporarily.
for now.
For now.
Let's see how that holds up. Anyway,
Like
so
your
before
taxes,
the break,
they always come back.
oh god. Before the break, the party here had been researching killing gods at Candlekeep, the great library of the Forgotten Realms, when they accidentally came across what appeared to be some sort of cursed book. Following up on that, they discovered the identity of the adventurer who donated it to Candlekeep, supposedly with the strict instructions that no one is to read it, and were given some of his old effects to look through and like journals and whatnot to try to figure out what's going on with this thing. And I believe the Time Wizard here was attempting to ask a question when he got really into character and roboted out on us.
Yeah. So I was asking if there is any correlation between the maps that we are seeing now and any modern maps, like any similar landmarks or things that we could kind of tie this location to a place that we know and we can go.
All right, we're back again. So the party was doing their thing. What was the Time Wizard attempting to ask Master? What's his name? Avaste.
Okay. You can hear me.
Master.
Yes, we can
Cool.
see you. We can hear you.
Oh, fantastic. I just
Had
want to know,
change the video codec.
are there any is there any way to know if the maps that we are looking at that describe the locations that have been marked as, the place we might need to go, is there any correlation between these maps and normal maps that we have now? So we can look for certain landmarks that might be similar, so we can tie these locations of places that I've never heard of to places that I have heard of.
Yes. Are you looking? Are you looking that up yourself? Are you asking him?
I am asking you when I look at the maps
Oh,
if they look familiar in any way.
make me a history check.
Okay.
There's no geography check.
What?
How
Knowledge
dare.
geography got taken out? It was a skill on 3-5.
You said a history check?
Yes.
22.
22. So it looks like it's very near the town of or the city of Daggerford,
Okay.
which
How
is
far from here is that?
very far. It is So you guys are way down in Candlekeep, which is south of Baldur's Gate and Elturel. You'd have to go for at least a month north up the Tradeway to get to Daggerford, which is a couple days south of Waterdeep.
Do you share this with the rest of us, John?
Yeah. I will be
I'm
saying
gonna-
all the things that I think I say aloud to you guys.
Oh, okay. So you're high functioning. I'm going to turn to the wizard and tell him, "Hey, man. Essentially, listen. Earlier, I asked you if you know the definition of the word culpability. We can all pretend this didn't happen if you're willing to help us and teleport us up to Daggerford. You've got to have some access to it somewhere around here. I imagine people that spend their days, their noses stuck in books, have to understand some form of magic, I'd assume."
Oh, well, unfortunately, Candlekeep is strictly warded against teleportation. But I do know a guy nearby that should be able to help you if you travel a little further south, like 3 days or so. You should come to a tower. Inside the tower is a mage friend of mine. I'll let him know you're coming, and he should be able to teleport you where you need to go.
3 days by foot or by horse?
It's going to be 3 days on foot.
Once again, our word of the day, culpability. Time is a factor here. I don't want to be covered in henna tattoos that I can't easily have removed. Why
It's
don't
only...
we once again apply the word culpability with you lending us some horses? We can take them to your friend, and you can easily get them back once we're gone.
I can merely point you in the correct direction. We do not have mounts available for you to take with you.
New to these academics are, aren't they? Very well. If that's the case, then we'll
But
go.
you will give us a lot of biscuits to take.
Of course, we'll have the kitchen whip up some rations for you to take with you.
I suppose there's worse things to be taking. Well, let's get ready. I say we make as much progress as we can.
Well, before you head out, I did want to point out there is a small scrap of paper that was mostly rotted through. Couldn't make out too much of it, but it seems to be in Makil's writing, or handwriting. It says, all I can see is, stairs among the surface ruins of Delimbiran, and descended deep to the haven of the Red Quill. The Guardians almost finished us before the door was open. God's how I wish, and then it trails off into more rot, and I can't make it out.
Can we take that with us?
Of course, of course. Yeah, the map as well. And he hands you Makil's map of the area.
Thank you.
Neato burrito.
Because I will not remember it.
All right, we'll let's get ahead on to the kitchens to gather our biscuits. Then we'll make our way south.
All right, so you guys spend the next hour or so gathering up both your things and the rations provided to you. Ramalier is kind of waiting at the gates of Candlekeep to see you guys off. He says, "Again, I can't express how sorry I am that this happened. I've been reprimanded and demoted, so I'm going to be on book repair duty for some time until they think I'm ready to become avowed once more. So, sorry.
Well, don't worry, my friend. Just know this: that if I die, someone here will come back to avenge me and kill you. Best of luck.
Oh,
I tap him on the shoulder, then I walk off.
Here is a tip for your service, and I'll give him 2 gold pieces.
he's like, oh, thank you, thank you.
Gom will
the
take the
demotion
2
came.
pieces and give him 2 pebbles.
Oh,
I tap him
Okay.
on the shoulder,
that's
tap
that's
on the shoulder.
fair.
just a little hard. And I do non-lethal damage, and then I stunning strike him. And there's a bonus action. I flurry of blows him and stunning strike him 4 more times, and just stun lock. And I'm like, I warned you. I warned you. Now you're gonna have to eat my socks. Just put them in his mouth and leave. No, I tell him like, if I die terribly, don't worry, someone will come back to avenge me. And I tap him on the shoulder, like, the pat in the back, like talking to a good friend, and go, good luck. And then I just walk off.
Okay. All right. So you guys, by this point, it's maybe about midday. It's you guys are kind of looking around as you're walking for a good place to set up camp. You find a nice clearing, and you haven't really seen anyone on the road here or there. Just a couple deer in the fields as you've been walking along. Is there anything you guys want to set a watch, or how do you guys want to handle evening?
I have to trance for 4 hours, so if you guys can stay up for 4 hours, I can take the rest of the shift.
I have to remain completely conscious for 6 hours in an immobile state, so I can
Okay.
watch all times.
Gom has to sleep.
So we can sit back to back and just watch the
I'm going to
kobold
transform
sleep.
into a small grandfather clock and sit on the ground.
Okay.
I'll sit in my trance for 4 hours. After that's done, I'll climb into a tree. By climb, I mean teleport into a tree and keep an eye on
Alright.
the camp.
So
Gom will
as
curl up like a cat and sleep.
all right, so Gom goes to sleep. Davik Moore goes into his trance and leaving the time wizard on his lone conscious vigil. And suddenly a weird sensation overcomes the time wizard as well, and he feels a strange heaviness to his consciousness that he doesn't really understand, and suddenly
Oh
finds
no.
himself essentially asleep.
Oh
Um,
no.
and
Good job, bud.
the three of you kind of like come to separately in different cells, looking around a circular room.
I am supposed to be immune to this feeling.
Well done, time wizard.
Gom wonders why anybody says they can do anything when they never seem to anymore.
As does Davik. I look at the bars to kind of give them a rattle. I'm assuming it's bars. We're in different cells, you said?
Yes, they are iron bars. You kind of woke up on a weird little cot.
How
We
far
can-
apart are they from each other?
They're kind of like, or they're. You see, you're on the edge of a circular room, and there are maybe 20-ish cells. And you guys are kind of spread out. You can all see each other kind of across the rooms at your own separate cells. And in the middle is a kind of like lithe elven woman, and she appears elven with green eyes. And she's sitting at a little desk, and she says, "Oh, you're awake. Hello."
Yes.
Hello.
Hmm.
And who are
How-
you exactly? And why are we here?
Oh,
And where are my
I'm
pants?
I'm the Princess of Shadowglass.
Oh, we read about you.
Hmm.
Yes, I know.
It's right here, and I'm going to show her the arm, and I'll point to her name on my arm.
Yeah.
Yes,
I point to it on mine as well.
Tattooed forever, baby.
I'm horribly sorry about that. But
Yeah.
when you became cursed by the book, you were linked to my cell here. As you can see, I'm unable to leave as well. But I'm hoping we can help each other.
Hmm.
Well, please speak. Let's see what your offer is.
Well,
You do
I
hold
don't.
all the cards in this negotiation, so I think we're kind of forced to agree.
Oh, you're not actually in a jail cell. You're asleep right now.
Can Gom walk through the bars? I believe in Gom can.
Gum starts muttering to themselves. They're like, "There is no bar. There is no bar," and then runs into the bars.
I figured
Bars.
cats are.
Nope.
Do the litany against bars. Bars are the blockade. When the bars have become, I will experience them, and the bars will
Bars are the
pass
mind
through me,
killer.
and I will pass through them. Bars are mind killer. Walk right into- oh my god!
Gum's face.
I mean, I keep an eye on her for a second and go like, why don't you at least let us out of our mental prison so we can discuss this a little bit? We promise we won't hurt you.
I'm afraid that's not up to me. I don't have quite that power. I am a prisoner here as well as you. But hopefully we can help each other out. You see, your minds, as such, were sort of linked to my prison here when you became cursed. This is all a horrible work of the Queen of shit. What was her official title? The Queen of Air and Darkness has done this.
The queen of keeping people in small cages in a circular room.
I can stop her, but I'm going to need your help.
Well,
Hmm.
let's hear what your plan is.
The book did sort of specifically caution against helping you either. But I think this is probably the only thing we can do.
I don't know. I couldn't
Well,
read it.
when you were reading it, the book had nothing but nice things to say about this woman. It was just gushing praise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
She
I
was
think
the
there was
nice
also a bit
one.
where you described her as only believing that everyone who is helping her is pawns for her disposal in her fight against the queen.
Make me an insight check.
That's just rich people, though.
Can we
am I
all do
right?
so?
Exactly. But
Can we all do
Uh,
insight, dearest Alan?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Sweetest DM.
As
Most brilliant
as
talent.
I am the monk and have the wisdom as one of my abilities.
26.
So you guys kind of
12.
got that. Yeah.
I didn't do well. Passive insight's 18 though. If that matters.
Time
Amazing
Wizard here was able
variety.
to pick up. It's saying that she saw everyone as pawns wasn't explicitly said. The book had
Oh.
nothing but nice things to say about her, just effluent praise. You picked up on that though. It seemed a little off, where it was almost kind of like she was using her companions.
Hmm.
Yeah. Other than that, it had nothing but good things to say about her. The narrator actually was a figure in the book as well. His name was Zirian.
Mm.
So I'm assuming that Zirian was probably somebody who wasn't exactly friendly with our dearly beloved Archfey here, the Black Glass Princess.
She
was the
was.
one.
Yeah, he liked
Yeah,
her.
Zirian was one of the
Oh, did he?
companions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I had it backwards. I thought you said like the book kind of gave her praise, but it was backhanded in that regard. But okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So ignore that last comment. All right, cool. So then I'll tell her like, what exactly do you propose then?
Well, I believe you are already on your way to what used to be the kingdom of Dim something.
Dim sum.
Yo.
Dim sum.
Let's go to the Kingdom of Dim Sum,
Tastiest-
please.
That sounds awesome.
Taste,
Dylan Biren.
tastiest. Oh,
Ah,
Ugh.
You're already on your way to
those
Dylan
aren't
Biren.
dumplings.
It is there that I was entrapped in this prison. If you're able to go there and find the ritual circle and free me, I do believe I can, put an end to the Queen of Darkness's, Air and Darkness's tyranny and free you of your curse.
Mm.
Is this okay? Hold on one second. Rachel's having a block. Is it errant darkness or
Air
and
and.
Air
and
and.
also darkness? Two
Yeah,
The
things.
Queen of Air and Darkness
That's weird.
of the gloaming court of the Feywild.
Sure.
other Fays. Fays are always notoriously
Weird.
What's the word I'm looking for here? Gregarious and also very, very title heavy.
I guess they're like sure, but I don't know. It's weird. Okay, whatever.
I also don't know.
What do you expect? What do you
Everything you just said
Faye, you're fucking
was created the same
Faye-
block in my
Faye
head
are
that you were
weird.
having.
Good. That's called effective.
Faye are
communication.
weird.
The
Says,
Princess of Shadow
person
Glass
who is,
looks.
at this point
Princess of
Faye.
Shadow and Glass.
Yeah, the Princess
I
of
don't know.
Shadow Glass
Sure.
looks at you guys each with her bright green eyes and says,
Oh.
"Your time here is ending, but please think over what I've said." And then, kind of like as easy as that, you guys will wake up back in the clearing.
Hmm.
It's now
I
morning.
like far out, man. Shadow Glass is my bong's name, dude.
Christ.
All I can think of when he's been saying it every time. I'm like,
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Shadow Glass is it's Gandalf's bong because Gandalf has Shadow Facts. Shadow Glass is his bong.
Mm.
He's like, Come, Shadowglass, show them what Keeve truly is. Just fucking
And he-
rips it.
He blows the sickest cloud creatures.
Yeah, he just makes a fucking another bong out of it that smokes out of that bong.
Gravity.
What do you do? What's your power, Gandalf? Gandalf's special power is
Jeez.
just fucking get high off his own fucking pot twice. Ultimate ability.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we wake up,
Isn't
I
that
go.
hobbits as well?
Hello.
Yeah, the Hobbit smoke that dank, nasty. What is it? Old Toby
Yeah.
all day, every day.
Oh
Which
yeah.
we all know what that really is supposed to be, because the hobbits, they're supposed to represent the Welsh. We all know what it really is. Heroin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Huh?
No idea whatsoever.
I didn't know where that was going when I started that trip.
Didn't either. I'm going to
Neither did
awaken
I.
and say I have rebooted.
So have all of us. Is it the next day? The next morning?
It is the
or-
next morning.
I am updating.
I have not slept like
Oh,
that
no.
in my entire life. And now I am terrified of the permanent darkness that you, like, lesser-lived creatures deal with. It's terrifying. Elves do not
Isn't
dream.
darkness your entire thing?
It is, but mental darkness is different than.
I
Physical
assumed that with your fedora you had tons of mental
Mental-
darkness.
Mental darkness is just something I deal with. The doctor said it was clinical depression.
Calm doesn't understand what you. Oh, I forgot Calm voice. Calm. Calm. Sorry, just waking up.
Yeah, what's
I like the idea that Dom
it's
sounds like
Gom
that.
voice.
Calm heard lesser. You speak. It's fine. Calm must just misheard. It's fine.
I'm very confused. Let's move
You
along before
said
we have to
lesser
talk
being. Gom's confused.
Gom,
You misspoke. It's
how-
fine. We keep
how
going.
old do people live to be? This is a long debate where I have to tell Gom about the horror of death.
Gom will become death. Silly elf. Flies away.
Ah, fantastic. Well, it's early morning, so that means it's dim light, so I edgily teleport away every time. So, teleporting 60 feet, then moving it again, and teleporting 60 feet.
Do you hold a
TFW just
katana?
walks slowly
You just hold the
behind
katana
us.
like this as you're doing it. Just
I loudly yell every time I teleport. I have the power of God and anime on my side. And I teleport 60 feet, then walk 130. Teleport.
What
Oh
happens
my
when you
God.
kill God?
So I have the power of myself and anime on my side.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure you had a plan.
I will walk normally.
All right, so you guys continue
We all
your
just
trip,
walk normally.
heading south, and you do come across as you come to a kind of forested section. It looks like a small forest area, and you're walking through. You still have seen nobody on the road, though this is a lesser traveled area of the Sword Coast, and all of you kind of feel a weird chill on the air.
Mm. The temperature has dropped approximately 4
Cold
degrees.
breezes.
A little bit of snow starts
Colder than I'd
wafting through
like.
the
I'm-
forest
It has
to your
certainly
right.
dropped more than that.
I'm more of a 70-degree person myself. We come from a tropical climate, a temperate climate, as the wood elves are known for. I don't like snow.
Everyone,
Says
make
man-
me a perception
says
check.
man who lives in Cleveland.
Okay.
Well,
15?
again, it's also plus 8, so my passive
Why do I have a
perception is
disadvantage
18.
on? Oh, are we in sunlight?
Daylight.
You are in daylight.
Shit.
Not what either of
At
us want to deal
9?
with.
Yeah, just two
Well,
small umbrellas.
It's like dim. It's like filtered through the canopy of the forest.
Wait.
Oh my god.
This
It
matters.
does matter. It matters to all of us.
Yes, it does. So you guys, what's everyone's perception check?
It's
15.
9 regardless.
My passive is 18, if that matters.
Never does.
So Goms is
doesn't.
like, "What is this snow?" And just like doing her best Jack Skellington. What's this moment? And the Time Wizard and Davik hear like thudding coming from the same direction as the snow, very quickly towards you.
Mm.
Oh, the wild hunt's here.
So when you say the same direction as the snow, you mean from above?
No, like it's coming. It's wafting kind of from the right side of
Oh,
the forest.
sorry. I'm
Okay.
stupid. I get
It's not come like
I-
straight down. It's just canopy sunlight,
Gotcha.
like
I'm gonna say
canopy
gonna
late
turn to the
summer
party.
sunlight.
I'm gonna turn to the party and go. They're stunning. Let's hide. I'm going to turn. Excuse me. Naruto run my way into the bushes and hide with advantage because Wood Elf.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. Rolls are terrible. 15. I rolled a 2 and a 5 with advantage.
Okay. You attempt to hide in the forest. And what are the other two of you doing?
I'll just stand here.
Calm does
Alright,
not
cup-
hide.
All
I'm
right. A
edging,
couple
I have
seconds.
to.
Yeah, a couple seconds later,
My dad
uh,
asked me if I like boys.
What?
you kind of cut out there. What was that?
If I my dad going to ask me if I like boys. Because if he comes to ask if I like boys, I have to hide my true intentions because I don't
Oh,
like my
okay.
dad. Edgy. Whole point.
Extremely.
Just share when you're ready. It's okay.
Hey, it's 2021. I can do whatever I want to be. That's why I identify as garlic bread.
I mean, if
Okay.
you'd like.
A couple seconds later, these two gnarled, looking giant figures come sprinting out of the forest.
Oh my.
They both are like hunchback. They're wearing loincloths and they have all these boils and weird like stuff all over their face and back. And on strapped to their hunchbacks are these two wood elf wizards. And they come out and they say you, and then they both they all kind of charge in to both attack the time wizard and
Oh no.
um Gum. So I'm gonna need initiatives, please.
I am not surprised, but I am disappointed.
They just yell. You. That's just the end of the comment. That's the
Yeah.
whole conversation.
You!
Yeah.
You. Yes. Yes.
It is me.
Me.
It is I. It is we.
You may have heard of me. You may have heard of me. Man who hides in bush. Or Native American name.
I got a 30.
Jeez.
I got a 15.
I got a 9.
Nailed it.
So looking at them as they're approaching you, the wood elves are wearing this kind of like ornate, dark black and like dark blue, like medium armor, like leathers.
Does it represent?
And it's very
When
like
we look at it, we get the sense of like, is it reminiscent of like dark and also air?
It's like dark with like silver trimmings and like ornateness. And you do see that the snow is like blowing from behind them, but it's starting to fade. Like the
Through
snow's
the air?
like
I
from the
say-
forest they came from, and then it's like it's trailing off, like the snow's stopping.
It is the wild
Yeah.
hunt.
Dot.
Connected.
Connected.
Tim, you're up
Connected
first,
the two
followed
dots.
by Davik.
Connected them.
All right. I would like.
Do it.
Where is the thing? There it is.
Use all your powers.
I
only
would
for
like
evil.
to. I'm going to point at one of the giant creatures and say, "Please stop!" And I'm going to need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
What are you casting?
My feature, momentary stasis.
Oh, okay. Con save?
Yep.
That's an interesting save for that.
15.
He fails. All right, he's encased in a field of magical energy. He is incapacitated, and his speed is 0.
Cool. All right. So I should get a notepad to write this stuff down on.
This doesn't last very long. Please take care of him while you can.
So what's the Unearthed Arcana? What's the actual? Is it Unearthed Arcana build for the time
It's
wizard?
a
or is
critical
it
roll.
Like what's...
It's chronomancy.
Oh, okay.
It was from it's from the
Oh, okay.
the Guide to Wildmount. Which
Oh,
is
okay. I just wondered where it came
technically
from.
official D&D now.
Yeah, isn't the Blood Rager part of that now, or the Blood Hunter? Excuse
Blood
me, is now
Hunter?
officially. part of D&D?
No, I don't think it
Oh,
is.
really?
I think
I
that
thought
and
it
the
was.
Gunslinger remained as like they're in D&D Beyond as like Critical Role content, but they're not
They're not
officially
official.
D&D products.
Yeah.
'Cause
I think
the,
because they were published elsewhere, there was like
Yeah.
licensing issues.
Mm,
the Blood Hunter is the one base class I haven't played yet. That and Artificer.
it's pretty fun.
So
I liked it. It was
I've
my
heard good
first one.
things. I really considered it. I considered it for this last D&D campaign, but I wanted to do the monk because I haven't had a chance to play a monk as more than a one shot. So
Yeah. All right. All right. So he is frozen. You doing anything else?
That's it.
All right. So that will be Davik's turn. You, as far as you know, are hidden.
I as my action cast darkness on one of the
Okay.
arrows I have, and then I edgily run out into the middle of the two, right in the center of them, if I can, and I edgily hold my arrow that has darkness on it, and I just punch the one guy that he froze, because you
Okay.
can't attack them still, right?
Yeah, he's just incapacitated.
Okay. Yeah, so I just run up, just go like, just punch him really fucking weakly in the side with my fist here.
Is the
Because there's
only
also
effect on him incapacitation?
Incapacitation and 0 speed.
I think that's part of. Oh, okay. He can't take actions or reactions. It's the only. So he's still conscious. That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
absolutely.
As if, well, I mean, he just sees a fucking black sphere come out of the woods and move
Yeah.
towards him. That it probably envelops the entire party, I imagine. 'cause
Yeah,
it's 30
no one
feet
else can
around
see.
me.
Well,
Yeah, I'm the only person
so-
that can see the sphere.
For now.
yeah. When they kind of like stopped and were about to attack, they were maybe like 15 feet away from the party. So as he run up and punch them, yeah, they're inside that sphere.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Everyone
it's 30
is.
feet around me. It's magical darkness, additionally. So I roll up when I punch the guy for, my god, these are some polarizing rolls.
Roll at advantage.
I did. I'm assuming I got advantage. I have Elven Accuracy, and I got 1, 10, and 20. So a crit. And I punch him for 2d8 damage. because-
You're punching him. Does Elven accuracy apply to that?
Anything you use a dex attack with is what it specifies. If
Oh,
it's
I thought it
dex
was
and
ranged
intelligence-
attacks.
No, it's any melee attack unless I misread it, but I'll double check really quickly because I have Xanathars right next to me.
Okay.
It also works with like it's not just dex. It also works with
Yeah, it's dex,
intelligence
intelligence, and one other thing
and
too.
charisma. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
thought
supposed
it
to
was
be
a
like
specific.
it's designed to help you be a more accurate elven person. Let me double check.
Yeah.
'Cause I might have
Thus
misread it.
the
There's-
name.
Whenever you have advantage on an attack roll using Dex, Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma, you can re-roll one of the dice. So you
Okay,
sick.
you always roll 3. It doesn't say you have to pick the one that you re-rolled. So you can always roll 3 essentially with advantage in a way.
Yeah.
So I hit him for 15 points of damage, and he also needs to make a con save. Well, there's no point wasting the stunning strike on him because he's already incapacitated. I'll just punch him for 15 points of damage. So I just stand there, like, well, actually. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just stand there. So if anybody moves, I get AOs on them in the darkness.
Cool.
That's the end of my
All
turn.
right. So you. Okay, hold on. Let me wrap my head around this. So you use your action to cast darkness?
Yes. So your action to cast darkness.
Yeah. How
And
did you
for
punch him?
Toshes, if I'm not mistaken, you get anytime you use that, you can use key fueled
Oh.
attack.
Yes.
If you spend 1 key point or more as part of your action on your turn, you can make 1 attack with an unarmed striker monk weapon as a bonus.
'cause you're a
action
shadow
before your
monk.
turn ends. Yep.
All right. So the darkness was
spent-
part of your.
Yep. I spent 2 key points to cast darkness. and then
Gotcha. I
because
thought it
of
was a
that-
spell you were casting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of that, I get the free punch as well.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
But I'm still
Cool.
standing there in a 60-foot dark sphere
Like,
with everybody else
yeah.
around me.
No one else can see.
So no one else can see.
Of course not.
Oh,
Yo.
you're in the sphere?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
standing in the center of it. Everybody's in the sphere. It's 30 feet
We're-
around me.
We're not in the sphere.
We are.
Are we in the
Yeah, you
Yep.
guys are also
Well-
in the sphere.
things that happen aren't my fault, even if I'm the one who does them. Like
Fair.
statement.
Like its statement says
Like
woman
its
casting
statement.
fireball.
I don't know what's going on.
Hey,
All
I
right.
have
Shit.
evasion. I have evasion.
Well, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
All right, with that, it will be the Wood Elves' turns. They are going to. You're going to hear them like shout spells, but nothing happens that you can tell. When they seem surprised. Gum, you're up.
Cool. Cool. Oh wait. That probably doesn't help. You can't see through magical darkness with true sight, can you? Can you?
Not unless you got
Most
devil sight.
excellent. Then nothing
Yeah.
that happens after this point is my fault. What about things that are? Does that does it negate radiant damages?
I think
No,
No.
it doesn't negate any damage.
The darkness doesn't do anything. It's
Most
just
excellent.
darkness.
Okay, where'd that spell go? All right, how about I know where I am. I know that my friend the Time Wizard was beside me. I know there were enemies vaguely in front of me, and I have no more information, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to cast Sickening Radiance, which is a 30-foot sphere, vaguely ahead of me.
Okay.
So, they have to succeed a con saving throw or take 4d10 radiant damage.
That's everybody?
Everyone in
big's
that
the-
I'll
sphere.
make mine.
You said 30-foot sphere?
Yeah. Just give me a Venn diagram of no idea what's going on.
Okay.
So it's not hitting
yeah.
me, and by extension, it's not hitting the Time Wizard who is right next to me. I have no promises about what's happening to my friend who I didn't even know walked in front of us, honestly, because he moved too fast and everything was dark.
All right. So the big giant figures got 16s, and the two elves got a 3.
Cool, it's a 17.
Am I in the sphere too?
I
Yes.
hope not.
Probably.
I'm assuming I am. I got
She
a
has no
16.
way of knowing exactly where you are.
Yeah, I assumed I was
I'm
in the
very
sphere. So that's
sorry,
why
friend.
I rolled.
I thought you were still in the bush.
It's okay. I assumed it was going to happen.
Well,
You didn't hear Evanescence playing loudly as I ran
think
past you?
I think it's like at a
Wake
pitch
me
that like, kobolds don't pick up.
Wake me up! Wake me! Just punch the fucker in the face and fall over.
Yeah. So
Can't wake up! Save me! Just wake up, dude.
it's a little known fact that actually plays at like a frequency kobolds can't hear. It's wild. Like her
Kobolds-
range extends past what kobolds can hear.
It's
Wake
part
me up
of their
inside.
immunities. They're like racial immunities. They're immune to edge.
Wake me up inside, but sung by Goofy. Wake me up. Wake
Wake
me
me
up
up inside.
Save me from the nightmare I've become.
If it helps, I rolled complete ass and got 12 fucking radiant damage, so you're fine.
I'll take
What
it.
was the DC on that, by the way?
17. Kiss my
Okay,
ass.
so they all failed.
Yeah, they did.
Everybody failed the big thump.
There is a 30-foot sphere of bright, heal, radioactive energy
Not that you can
that is
see it.
erupted from my mouth. Not that
Yeah.
anyone knows that, except
You
for
s-
me, who feels great about it.
You spew out like this bright blue energy from your mouth that goes somewhere in there, and you hear an explosion, but you don't see anything inside the
You
darkness
just
bubble.
hear like a ah.
Dom thinks it worked.
So you hear someone go, "Arrgh, my face."
Oh wow!
If it helps, it's dim light.
Darkness.
Does
Yeah,
it?
No, I
all
know,
out.
but even outside of that, it's only dim. We love dim
All
light.
right, Gum, you
Lights
doing
what we
anything
aim
else?
for.
Good.
Oh,
Gum's
Lord.
good.
All
Everybody's
right.
just staying in the darkness sphere. Just being the shadow. You can walk out of the
How to get
darkness
out?
sphere.
I don't know that it's dark.
The first
Is there
giant
like
figure.
a wall where the light happens again? I don't know.
No, you can't
You
see
can't
anything.
see
where
anything
you are.
besides 5. You can see the square that you're in, I think, is all that it specifies.
Where do you want me to
I thought you'd pick a direction.
Stand in my ground.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, because like the sphere of darkness would have reached you before he even ran past you. So you
It
were
just
about
came
to
from
fight these
behind you
things,
and then
and
never
then
dis-
everything went dark.
Oh god.
This is
Anyway.
exactly what I made the character to do, is make everybody hate playing the game with me.
The frozen giant is gonna do nothing because he can't. Does he get a save or is it just still frozen?
He's supposed to, I think it's supposed to last till my next turn. The end of my
Okay.
next turn.
Gotcha. The second one is going to lash out wildly at the tiny. He wouldn't even know there's something there. That's just darkness.
You
He's
just
just gonna
watch
go
the
charging forward.
Black blob come out of nowhere.
Yeah, he's gonna go charging forward and swing at the kobold that was in front of him a second ago.
Does he know to
Is-
reach low enough?
He has no idea. This is all at disadvantage.
Oh my god.
I'm helping.
Doing
All
great.
right, so. Oh, he rolled high. He got lucky. I'm assuming a 28 hits you.
Fuck off. Yeah.
It was that or a crit. He rolled a 19 and a 20.
I'll take the 19.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
you hear thump, 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 and then like you feel
Did you
this.
just kick
fucking-
me?
Fucking
You
blood.
feel this like. He was carrying a club when they ran up. So you
Oh.
feel. You hear.
I forgot. This might actually matter. Okay, we're good. Never mind.
Okay.
I forgot to roll a concentration check for the damage I took for darkness.
Oh no.
Because it is a
Wait, did you
concentration
take damage?
spell.
Oh
I
yeah.
took 12 damage. I got a 19. Plus 1
Yeah.
is 20, so I'm safe. But
Yeah.
at the same time, what would be fucking hilarious, just drops, and you just see the thing run towards you, just kicks you 30 feet backwards. I'm just like, oh, that sucks, and then just cast darkness again and start beating the people next to me.
All right, so Gom, you're gonna take 20
Did you call
points
me
of bludgeoning damage. Gom,
Okay.
as
20?
this club comes crashing down on you, and then feeling emboldened by actually hitting something squishy, he's gonna swing again with his multi attack. But that is only gonna be a 14.
Well, I've got great news. My AC is 14.
Oh my god!
Oh no. Wait, the sorcerer doesn't have good AC? They'll do.
Crazy. So that's a lot of damage actually.
Cool, great.
That's gonna be 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
Hmm.
And with that, it's gonna be top of the board. Tim the Time Wizard,
Hmm.
Why'd you decide that?
because Tim
Just let
is
him- just let
time
him go.
abbreviated.
No, it isn't.
Nowhere.
It's time without the e.
I don't know where we are. Where are we? This is not the
Jimmy
reality that I
Wizard.
was originally in. I'm gonna walk 20 feet backwards.
Okay. So you're just like okay, and you walk. Make me a Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 15.
15. You as you're walking backwards carefully, you do feel a branch, and you manage to like adjust your foot and step over it and keep walking backwards
Hey.
because you were in a forested area, and you eventually exit the darkness sphere and can now see there's just black sphere ahead of you.
Excellent.
Also, is
You
the
hear
other
screaming from
Fomorian,
inside of it, probably.
is the Fomorian unfrozen now, or is it till the end of your turn?
End of my turn.
Dope.
Yeah. All of these things are about how I can hit a creature I could see.
Time to learn to see through the eternal darkness.
I am gonna. No, that's not gonna work. Never mind. I can only. I have to be able to see everything. Everything.
He's always ready your action.
Oh God Almighty.
Just wait for him to drop it. He'll never drop it.
It's true.
It's not going until I die that I'm casting it as soon as it fucking pops up at second chance.
I'm gonna cast
Like if I
mirror image out here.
Okay.
and then I will wait.
Suddenly, there are 3 Tim the Time Wizards.
Not
It's
that
really just
anybody
me-
can fucking see it.
Walking in between spaces really quickly and freezing and unfreezing time.
They'll never catch me.
He exists in all places simultaneously. Davik, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna beat the shit out of the guy in front of me with
All right.
my fists. I'm gonna basically drop the arrow on the ground, just so it's
He's
sitting
still-
there.
He is still effectively blinded.
So 2 attacks with my normal attacks, then flurry of blows for 1 key point, which should give me like 5 or 6 attacks. I think at that point, it's 2 more, so I'll get 4 total.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, hold on, wait. Attack, extra attack, and then flare. Yeah, that's four
Yep,
unarmed
so 4
hits.
total.
All at advantage because you can see and he can't.
Another natural 20.
Dope.
A 24 to hit.
24. That hits. Yep.
A 24 to hit again. So that's
Cool.
3 of them. And the 4th one, a 19 to hit.
Still
Nice.
hits. So all hit. One of them is a crit.
So I'll roll the crit first. With 15 points of damage for the crit. You
Dope.
find my other D8 for the other 3. And then that's 8 there. Plus other 8 is 24, plus 15 is 39 on top of that.
Nice.
Alrighty. So he's looking rough. You've
I
just
just go
he's
like-
still frozen. Well,
Beating the shit out of the guy inside the fucking
yeah.
darkness. And I
You
just
see
start
him actually start
screaming.
to move again. So you can tell he's not like he's not frozen in time like he was, and he's like confused and like turning like around, unable to tell why he can't see. And
And
then you just
then-
start laying into him, just bodying him.
Then I'm going to walk away from him like 2 squares, essentially like 10 feet. Just
Okay,
out
he's
of
gonna
his reach.
blind. Yeah, he's gonna blindly. I don't
That's
know if he
fine.
can take an attack.
I have mobile, so as long as I make
Yeah.
an attack against him, they can't swing at me. But basically, I
Yeah, I
just
don't know
step
if he
out of.
could have
I-
anyway.
Yeah, I just step out of his reach, so he can't swing at me. I don't know how far they can reach. If they're large creatures, I step back 15 feet. But if
They
they're
are
not-
actually huge creatures.
okay, so I can't. I could get out of his reach, so I'll move till I'm 20 feet away. I think isn't that how far huge creatures reach?
He has a 15-foot reach.
Yeah, so I'll move 20 feet away. I should still be in the darkness at that point because it's 30 feet from right next to the guy.
Did you leave the arrow there?
I'd drop the arrow on the ground. I'd have to
Okay.
move it an angle away from him, but I could get 20 feet away and be out of the darkness, to my knowledge, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's
3
a
feet
30-foot radius.
Yeah, it's 3 squares on the side. I move 4, but I move 1 diagonal down. So I'd be 3 squares over 1 diagonal down, so I'd be 20 feet away, technically. I'd
Okay.
I'd still be in the darkness, but I'd be like at the very edge of the sphere, if I'm not mistaken. Does that make logical sense to you?
I think so. Yeah.
Because if
Yeah,
not,
that
that's
makes
fine.
sense.
I can stay there. It doesn't make a huge
Well,
difference.
if it's right next to him, back up 3.
Back up 3, then go down 1.
I'd say you're
That's
just
still-
outside of the darkness, but you can see through it anyway.
I'll stay inside the darkness. I'll stay at the very
Okay.
edge at 15 feet. As long as I'm
Okay.
not within 15 feet of him and somebody else. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
be 15 feet between him and the other guy who who is beating the shit out of the poor kobold at this point.
Yeah, I mean, from your perspective, you can see that both Gom and the other one are still within that darkness bubble, like kind of at the edge. And you see that your robot friend has left the circle, and there's now several of him.
All right, then that's the end of my turn. I use my bonus action. I use my movement, so I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay. All right.
yeah.
So with that, it's going to be the elves' turn. They are confused still, although they now realize what's happened. I don't know if they have anything that can overcome that, though.
Well, I hope they let us know because I don't know what's happened.
Must be nice.
All right, they're over here like, we figured it out, and we're like, oh, there was a mystery.
We solved it!
Yeah.
They scream.
Both of them are going to kind of like loosen the straps that they had holding them onto the back of these giants, and are going to cast a spell and fly straight up outside of the bubble. So they're now flying right over top of your darkness bubble.
Cool.
I see.
They still can't
Fantastic.
see you. They can see in the forest. They can see the three time wizards, but they have used their action.
Hello.
Gom, you're up. This thing just hit you. It's directly in front of you, but you can't see it.
All right. Gom would like you to note that the next round on their turn, anyone inside the sickness orb has to roll a con save. Gom will also
said-
enlarge.
What's the radius on the sickness orb again?
30.
That's huge.
Yeah, you
so big.
definitely. They're still inside of it.
Yeah, all of us are.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
everyone is.
Well, if
So-
that's the case, because I have moved out of it, then actually I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known it was there, so I'll stay where I'm at.
Well, if you which edge did you go to? Of it?
He
'Cause
backed
it-
up, so actually
'cause
you're
I
probably
put
out of it.
Because I put it
So,
in
okay.
front of
Yeah,
Jim E. Wizard
You.
and I. Yeah.
yeah. So if you backed out a little bit and then away from
Fine.
where she currently is, you're probably fine.
Okay, then I'll
You're-
stay
yeah.
where I'm at then.
But the rest of them,
The rest of them, if he's in front of me, then he should be in it.
yeah, I think the elves might have been too. You said on their turn.
On there, so because I had you, because it's supposed to be whenever they enter or start a turn there. So
Yeah.
I
Okay, so
probably
yeah,
we
it
probably
would be the
should have
elves.
waited until their turn to roll all of them, but I had you roll it on my turn, so I figured next round.
I need to
Oh,
roll mine
okay.
then still because it's the start of my turn too. So I failed the con save, so that
Oh, no,
means
no, no.
darkness disappears.
She's saying
No, no,
because
no,
she
you're
rolled the
good.
damage. Yeah, she rolled the damage when she cast the
Oh,
spell,
okay.
Yeah.
and then it was your turn.
That counted as
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so
So
Okay, so then
round-
I'm
next
out of
round.
it.
yeah, so round,
Next round, if I was in it, it'd be different.
but
Okay.
you're not, so you're
Understood.
yeah, you're Gucci. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
They couldn't see that blast go off, so they don't know how big of an area it was, and they're still inside of it technically while flying, because it's dissipated, but the kind of general radiation is still there. All right, so yeah. All right, you cast enlarge.
All right. I
You are now
become-
a large kobold, or a medium kobold.
I know.
You're a 9-foot tall medium kobold.
Most excellent. I want to well, that was actually I want to cast that using my meta magic quicken it.
Okay, so it's a.
So it's about
I think I know what you're trying to do, but you still can't cast any other spells that aren't cantrips.
because you don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to smack him with
Oh.
my giant freaking hand.
That'll do.
Your normal human-sized hand, you just turn into a human. You're like 6 feet tall, and you're like, I am a giant. You look over,
It's
it's
like-
fucking like huge form,
No.
and you're like,
It's like
Because-
Andre the Giant-sized giant. Like.
Well, also I am always wearing a beautiful crown of dragon claws, which make my hands slightly bigger.
You know what? These are
So I-
huge creatures.
Smack it with my meaty paw.
We'll ignore it for now. Never mind. Don't worry about it. So yeah, you smack blindly. Go ahead and roll
I don't
a
like what you're doing.
roll a melee at disadvantage. I was thinking because they're huge giants, they might technically be taller than the sphere if he left the arrow on the ground.
Tragedy has occurred.
But I'm not going to worry about that.
well, they're
Is
Formians,
there-
right? We can look. They always have this stupid shit like, how tall are Formians?
Yeah, they're Fomorians.
Hmm. Bad things have happened.
Formorian, it says they can be as tall as 20 feet.
Yeah, so if you left the arrow on
But
the
it's-
ground with a 15-foot radius.
Yeah, it's 15-foot
But-
radius. They're just their heads are above it, like
Yeah.
they just look over.
Weird.
I mean, it's not. They can see out of it, but the thing is, like, I'm still obscured. Gom is still obscured technically, because even though we're
Yeah.
inside of it,
Yeah.
but they can still move around within reason.
I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to assume that they are also blinded. So what did you roll for your melee?
I rolled a 19 and a 1, and then I remembered that Sickening Radiance is concentration, so I also need to roll a con save for that at some point. So
Oh, because you took
I
damage.
missed.
You did. You swing, and you put you like horribly off balance. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Athletics? Strength? Fuck, doesn't matter.
I'll allow athletics.
It literally doesn't matter. All right, then you get a 4.
A 4. No, yeah, you knock yourself prone. Like you kind of sprawl out. You guys hear a loud as from Davik Moore's position, he can see the now large Gom just collapse, it like swings and then falls.
Oh no.
So you are kind of at the feet of this Fomorian. Not that the Fomorian knows that. Alrighty. With that, it will be the Fomorian's turns. Unless you're
Con
doing anything
save?
else. Con
No.
save. Go ahead and roll the concentration checks real quick for the
Oh,
sickening
yeah.
radius.
What do I need to hit for
Um,
that?
You need to hit the what's the spell level for that?
Oh, who knows? It's a. Ah, jeepers, peeps. Hold on, sorry.
Oh,
This
Jiminy
is-
Cricket.
Second.
I'll be.
No,
Second.
that's not
So-
right. No. Wait. That's not
Use the
right.
bathroom. Right
Where
back.
was it?
Okay.
Did I? Oh, sickening radiance should have been 4th. Why did it not get marked? Okay, 4th.
4th level. So your DC is going to be 14.
26.
Okay, you got to roll 2 though because you got hit twice.
Okay, well, one of them is 26. The other's 26.
All right, see you good.
Cool. How about he gives me a con save then? How about that? Catches me outside. How about that?
All right, so you succeed your save there. It's the Fomorians' turn. They are going to make their saves against the sickening radiance. That is a 10.
Nope.
So the first one passes, and he's going to take his turn. He's going to blindly swing.
Wait, why
at
did he
where...
pass?
All right, he failed. Sorry, roll that damage.
When you say 10,
'Cause
I
I
say
said
no.
so.
He didn't pass.
He's gonna use his legendary action to.
Ignore radiation. He puts on his giant bunny suit and goes, nah. 24 radiant damage.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, he's looking a bit queasy. He's not doing too good. Some skin's starting to come up a little bit.
Good.
It's getting a little flaky. He's going to swing blindly at where Davik Moore was a second ago, which I'm not even going to have him swing because he's going to swing twice and Davik Moore's not even there anymore. And the second one is going to make his radiation save. That's a 15, which fails.
No.
Go ahead and roll damage.
These are much better. 27.
27. He's going to swing blindly as well where you were, but you're prone and no longer there, and are going to miss twice.
Sweet. I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Time Wizard, you're up.
All right. So I see 2 wizards in the sky.
Yes.
Whoa.
Fantastic. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but I'll try to do something about it.
Murder.
I am going to. How far away from me are they?
So you walk back 20 feet, maybe 35 feet, and then diagonal, but I'm not doing the Pythagorean theorem, so 35 feet.
35 feet. Okay. It's a little too far for me, but that's fine. I am going to point at them and say, please die, and cast Toll the Dead on them. And by that, I mean I'm
Okay.
going to freeze time. I'm going to build a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to climb the ladder. I'm going to take a large bell out of my component pouch. It's
Whack
bigger
it
than the
into their head.
component pouch. It's like this big. And I'm just going to smack them with the bell over and over and over again. And then I'm going to climb back down the ladder, take it apart, and then unfreeze time.
I was hoping
Real
your
quick.
freeze time would just be like, perfect, time to get them. You just like pop, 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 pop.
Real quick, Toll the Dead single target, correct?
Target. Just one.
Okay, what, do you want to get the one on the left or the right?
I would like to get the one on the left.
All right, one on the left is going to make a con save, correct?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. 18.
that fails, he's still going to take the damage.
Damn, what's your DC? 19?
19.
Nice.
Sick.
Yeah.
Big in.
Yeah. He's going to take 14 necrotic damage.
Nice.
From
So he's
being
gonna grab
attacked.
his head. You know, like you're gonna climb back down the ladder and like throw it back into the forest somewhere, and then go back to where you were standing with your where your mirror images are waiting for you, and then you it's just other yous frozen in time, and then you're just gonna like stand back in information and then like reset the clock on your chest, and then you see the wizard just go and blood starts pouring out of his ears. Anything
Thanks.
else?
No, that's good for me.
All right, Davigmore.
All right. I'm gonna go. That Forming that I attacked originally hasn't moved, correct?
No, you just watched him attempt to hit you twice, but you weren't there anymore, so it was hilarious to watch.
Oh, okay. So I casually mosey on over to him, and I'm going to second verse, same as the first. I'm going to only attack him 3 times this time and save the extra attack for the one that's attacking Rachel. So
Okay. Now you are re-entering the area that was affected by the sickening radius. How long does that last?
Well, wait.
Minute.
clarification:
Jeez.
does it
10
say
minute.
if you start your turn there?
Or
Is
enter it.
Or
Or
enter.
it? Okay. Then instead, what I will do is I will use one of my monk weapons, which is, you know what? Fuck it. No, I'm just gonna go over and try to give Rachel a hand here. I'm gonna walk down to the one that Rachel is currently beefing with,
Sure.
and I'm going to hit it with. I'm gonna do this in phases, so if this actually works, I'm gonna hit it with one attack and try to use a stunning blow on it to see if that'll
Okay.
give her a chance to get away.
Gotcha.
So
Well, she is
normal-
currently prone next to it, and it just like with you, actually, it swung where it remembered her being, and she wasn't there anymore, so it missed twice because she like sprawled out in a different direction.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to see if I can stun it for a second and tell her she has a chance to get away.
Okay.
I 28 to hit.
28 definitely hits.
All right. So it takes 8 points of damage, and it needs to make a con saving throw. I imagine it'll pass because they're giants.
16.
I'm pretty sure. I actually didn't write my DC out properly, but stunning strike is 8 plus 5. That's 13.
Mhm.
Plus X. What did I have X for?
I think
Sorry, I
it's wisdom.
haven't played a monk for a hot minute. Where is my 8 plus wisdom? So it is 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 3 is 16, so it succeeds.
Alrighty.
And then
Narrowly succeeded.
I'll spend the other key point to hit it one more time and use Flurry of Blows on it.
Did you do your extra attack?
No, that's the extra attack. So I'll get 3 attacks total. The first one is see if I stunned it, and then when I failed to stun it, then I use the other key point to use Flurry of Blows.
Well, you should still get 4 attacks because
No,
you punched it once, and then you get an extra attack, and then you flurry.
Correct, but I already rolled the first attack, and you use
Yes.
Stunning Strike on that attack. So I
Yeah.
have 2 extra attacks, then Flurry of Blows.
Yeah.
I used 1 to
Yeah.
attack it and see if I could stun it.
Yeah.
This
So
is
you have 3 left.
This is the extra attack. Yeah, so I say I'm going to roll my 3 other attacks.
Gotcha.
I think we were both agreeing to each other.
We were both agreeing, but
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that
Phrased
you only had
differently.
3 total. I thought you were
Yeah.
taking your stunning strike as a separate hit, and I was like, no.
Yeah. So 28, 28 again. 18
Nice.
seems my number for tonight, and 24.
All right, all of them hit.
8 plus 6 is 14, plus 15 is 29 damage. And then
Nice.
I'll step back to my kind of like neutral position I was in before. Like basically wherever I started my turn, I'll step back to there, so I'm out of reach of both of them again. If
Okay.
that's still viable. And that's the end
Yeah.
of my turn.
So you staying within that sphere, you're technically not within, or you're technically in reach of any of them at any given time, since
That's
the
what I
reach is so
figured.
massive. But they have no idea where you are.
And while I'm up there, I'm also going to say as a free action, to Glom in common, I'll yell it. Glom, don't worry. I'm still in the sphere. Keep everything the way it is. Keep using your spell. Just so she knows that I'm in here.
Okay.
And then I'll yell,
Uh,
"Don't worry, I'm very adept at dodging. So if you were to, I don't know, blow the area up with a ball of fire, I'd be able to probably get out of the way. Just as a hint, just so you know. Just
It's a-
letting you know, Gom.
It's radiant damage.
It's fine as long as it's a dex save. I can get out of the way.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't have fireball.
Yeah, I was just making
Alright.
a point that I have evasion. If
okay.
I'm not mistaken, I think evasion only
Oh.
works for dex saves. If I'm not mistaken.
it does, yeah.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
dex saves. So
Well, bad news.
it doesn't matter. Either
Yeah.
way, I'm out of the area.
Bad
So
news
I'm
bear.
just playing around, basically trying to keep myself inside the sphere because I have decent AC, but I don't have a lot of hit points.
Fair enough.
But that's the end of my turn.
All right, so the Wood Elves are going to take their turn next. They got to make their con save first. Elf Wizard number 1, that is a 9.
Oh. So is that wait?
No.
Why would they? Why would the wizards be in it?
So it's a 30-foot radius, right?
Right, but so
So
is
Yes.
60
darkness.
feet.
That's huge. You know, 30 darkness
it
is
should-
a
it
30-foot
should-
diameter.
It should.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, no, it's
So-
30 feet radius. It should hit me every time that I'm in here because there's nowhere I can go potentially that will not be in the sphere
Well,
of
no,
darkness.
I figured because she put it away from her a little bit, so if you backed up towards her edge and then
Uh-huh.
over a little bit,
Oh,
you're
okay,
out.
it's in front
Yeah,
of her.
you're
All
fine.
right.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
fine. As long as you're at or behind me, you're fine.
I assumed
just,
that
for
she
some
wasn't going to
reason,
put
just
it
sort of-
directly in front of her.
Yeah, I'm just trying
I-
to basically wherever the sphere edge is, I'm trying to stay in the darkness and not be in her damaging area. Obviously.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Again, we're having the same thought. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. Most excellent. 25.
25 damage. So that one,
Radiant?
yeah, that one is the one that was bleeding from the ears, and he's gonna look over at his friend, and you see like bits of skin are just coming off of him. He says, "What's wrong with me?" And then he just falls out of the air dead.
Jesus.
Just turn to
The
his friend,
other
Mr.
one-
Stark. I don't feel so good.
The other one is
Turns
gonna
into
get an
dust.
8 on his con save.
Goodbye. Nope, not so good a roll. He's fine. 14.
Okay. So he is also looking very queasy, and he starts throwing up in midair, which is splashing down on the ground near you guys. He's gonna be like, "What did you do?" And he's gonna point over at the wizard, where there's now 3 time wizards, and he's gonna cast Cloud Kill.
I'm gonna cast Temporal Shunt on him.
Oh
As a
no,
reaction.
chlorine gas, the ultimate technique.
I send him back in time.
Can you read the read the thing to me?
When you target the triggering creature, which must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw,
What's
or
the
fail,
trigger?
one reaction when taken when a creature you can see makes an attack roll or starts to cast a spell.
Okay. And as a reaction, you target him with this effect. What does he have to roll?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
He's being thrown to another point in time.
Okay.
His 8th birthday party where he made that really embarrassing comment and no one
Oh,
thought the joke he made was funny.
That is a 12.
He
He just
failed.
goes like, "Ugh," and cringes so hard he dies.
He will appear at the start of his next turn.
So he goes, "Yeah," and he disappears.
Yeah, and the spell is wasted.
Okay.
That's a pretty nice ability.
Sure
That's-
is.
How many times do you do that?
It's a 5th level spell.
Oh, nice. Dino Burrito.
It's gonna be
It's
so
fi-
good because
it's
when he
my time spell.
reappears.
I know
I
time
love
magic.
I love it.
All right, Gom, you're up.
Oh, it's Gammon time. All right,
you heard
Gom's gonna
you
stand.
heard a body fall to the ground next to you. It's just a little body.
Reinvigorated with the knowledge that I've done a crime. I will stand, and I'm going to. So, no. Okay, that's a C. That's bad. Okay, hold on now.
Okay, there.
Okay, hold on.
All right,
hold
we're
on.
holding. Holding.
Hold more.
I can
Hold
only
harder.
hold this note for
I-
so long.
I got confused. All right, let's do this instead. All right, yeah, screw it. All right, let's Chaos Bolt. I don't know. Let's get chaotic.
All right.
I'm Chaos Bolt the one in front of me.
All right, you still
Nat
can't see
20.
it. That's at disadvantage because
Well-
you can't see
No!
it.
All right, fine. 26.
Still hits.
Got him. Just
Got
barely.
him. All right. We roll 2d8s, a d6, and if things go my way, an extra d4. It didn't. Actually, no, that's not true. We decided poison was my magic. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I get to decide because I rolled a 6 and a 7. I get to decide which one's the damage type. I pick poison, and so I get an extra d4 because
I picked cheese. My damage
my
type.
great granddaddy was a poison dragon.
Oh, black dragon, Nito burrito. They're my favorite
Yeah,
kind.
yeah.
Actually.
No,
They look
green.
like
No,
swamp.
green.
It's green.
Green.
Oh,
Right.
well,
Yes,
black,
acid.
black dragons are acid.
Black's
Oh, that's
acid,
right.
yeah.
They're my favorite kind, though, because they live in
Okay.
swamps, just like me.
Right?
And they get high.
Okay, so
They
we're
breathe
going to
lysergic
do...
acid.
Yeah, they just drop it every day.
Christ. 16 poison
Well,
damage.
my dad.
All right.
died in Vietnam,
So
bro.
from Davik Moore's position, he sees the prone Gom kind of stumble back to her feet, turn a little ways, and just like as she's turning, let out an arc of blue like energy just radiates from her mouth as she kind of like goes in an arc, and it hits the Fomorian, and the Fomorian stumbles to the side, clutching at his boils.
Same.
Cool. That it for you?
Yeah.
Yay. The Fomorians are going to go. Fomorian A is going to attempt to make his save again. That is a 13.
Oh, no, he's an idiot. He's a fool to ever think he can best me. Blop, blop, blop. That's 23 radiant damage.
Alrighty. And he's going to be like, "Where did you go?" And he's going to stumble forward and swing blindly at he hopes, Davik Moore. That is an 18 to hit.
I have 19 armor class, so I am
What?
safe.
Whiffs it. Yeah, he whiffs it, and he's going to swing again, and that is even lower. So he misses you twice.
I
You
just-
see
I
him
just
like
watched this-
stumbling.
Yeah, I just watched the
Yeah.
policeman just don't move. Like, perfect. The one misses. Like, it does the thing where like it misses you by a centimeter. I just go, fantastic. I just smile succinctly.
The second Fomorian is going to get an 11 on his con save.
Fool. All right. That's 19, 23, 28.
Alrighty.
I love this spell.
It's very
All right.
good.
So
What's it?
So they're both.
Sickening Radiance.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I know it too.
Xanathar's, or is it a Tasha's one?
Might be Tasha's.
I do know Sickening Radiance.
Let me
Good.
tell you. Yeah, because it's sick as hell.
It's super sick. That's why I call it that.
It's Xanathar.
Oh, nice.
Sandy's.
Okay. Start using that. Is it a sorcerer and cleric spell, or is it just a generic?
Just
a generic spell.
Sorcerer.
Oh,
It's
neato.
a wizard spell too.
Oh, is it?
Cool.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh. I forgot that you're a nerd.
Got him.
All right. With that, it will be. Oh wait, the Fomorian is going to swing at where he expects the now enlarged kobold to be, because he just got blasted by her thing. That's going
you
to be a crit fail.
Rachel, have you been applying all the other effects of this?
Which other ones?
Each
there
time
other
that they take
effects?
the damage, they take a level of exhaustion.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus!
yeah!
What?
That's
Yeah.
a really good spell now.
They also
Holy
emit
shit.
light now. Like they are
Oh,
glowing
Yeah,
themselves.
they're
They're-
radioactive.
There
I
are
forgot.
3 levels
So
of
sorry.
exhaustion now at this point, which
Hmm.
means
Oopsie poopsie.
So
3
even
levels, I
without
think,
the
is-
darkness, they have disadvantage on all
yeah, and they're
attack
moving. I
rolls.
think
They're
fifth degree
dying.
is that 4th level is half your. Well, 2nd level is half your movement speed. 4th
The
level is that
exhaustion
one.
can go away when the spell ends, but it hasn't ended, and it won't.
That's fucking dirty. You give that up for 6
Oops.
turns with somebody that can't move, and you kill them.
Yeah, and guess what
Yeah.
we can do? I can force them to not move.
That's
can't do-
just absurd.
That's a good combo. My God, that's good. I
Ah!
must tell people to take that one. Hold on a second. I gotta let my homies know right now about that.
Good find. Thank you
I
for
was just
reading
like,
my
huh.
spells because I'm incapable.
That's absurd.
I get overwhelmed by spells.
That is a crazy spell.
Yeah, it
Hey,
sure
man,
is. It's
that's
the
not
4th
my
level,
Wow.
man.
Yeah,
So-
they glow for 5 feet.
The first
Lovely.
swing goes over your head because you're still standing up at that time, and then he's so tired from this constant sickness that the club slips from his grip and goes careening into the forest. So from Time Wizard's perspective, you're standing there like, haha, he's gone, and then you see this great club come flying out of the forest and crack a tree in half.
Noted.
Huh. It seems they're doing
Uh,
well.
Davik Moore, you're up.
All right. Well, after seeing that fucking monstrosity, I'm the one that Rachel's been just beating on because he's not in the sphere of sickening grossness, and I'm going to I'm just gonna hit him twice and see how he looks. If he survives these 2 attacks, I'll punch him with a key blast. But I'm trying to save the key points at least a little bit.
Gotcha.
So first attack. Guess what number it is? Oh, I forgot. I rolled a D8 in there by accident.
Is it a-
Guess what number it is? It's
8.
28
Okay.
again. 28. And
Okay.
second attack is 21.
Both hit.
All right, so he takes 22 points of damage. Is it still alive?
He is still alive,
Okay, then
but
I'll
he looks
spend-
like he's like Rocky at the end of that
yeah,
fight.
I'll spend the key point then to furiously blow him to do 2 more attacks
Ooh,
with a
stream took a turn.
19. Hey, it's an ERP stream if I want to do it.
19
19
hits.
and 22
22 also hits.
for 19 points of damage.
That kills him. So
Yo, do you
you
tell
hear-
me?
you hear
I'm
a
sure you
groan?
hear the sound of it falling to
Yeah.
the ground.
you hear a groan, and it's just like, "Ooh," and then as it just
And I
falls
just
to
go-
the ground.
I go, Gum, my brave companion. This Formian is dead. Now there is only the last one who is stuck within your terrible sphere of sickening radiation poisoning. Don't worry, I will shoot him with my longbow. That's all I say.
All
It
right.
would take a free action to just say, cool.
Nice.
the elf wizard's going to rematerialize in his spot, right?
Yeah, he also has no idea what's happened. He doesn't have any
So
awareness
Oh god,
of
that's
what
fucking
happened to him.
terrifying.
he rematerializes at like the tail end of the spell, so nothing actually happens. He's just like, ah, what? What are you?
And
he's
then
gonna
he
make
makes
his
a
con
con
save.
saving throw.
That is a 6.
Oh god.
That's not enough. 24.
He dies.
Jesus
Yay!
Christ.
He's like, what? Oh, you see him bleeding from his eyes and his nose, and then he just falls into the darkness bubble. So Gom hears another.
A body hit the ground. I'm like, oh, that was the wizard. Well done.
Gom, you're up.
Gom are become death. Okay.
Gom has nuclear radiation as a power. That's pretty powerful.
Did you tell Steven what you based your character on?
No, because I
a
figured it's
surprise.
obvious. I'm Godzilla. I don't know.
Ah,
It was a
makes sense.
surprise.
When you said the Great Beast, I was like, oh, it's Aleister Crowley. Nice.
No.
Been
I
eating
just
a lot of
wanted to-
poop recently, like Aleister Crowley told me to.
Oh.
He said if you read his books about ritual magic,
It's very
it's a
poop
lot. It's a
centric.
lot of eating bod. No, it's not poop. It's something else. It's
Well,
a lot
that
of
too.
eating. It's a lot of eating bodily fluids, and it's disturbing.
I guess you are absolutely correct.
Yes, I dig it. Guamzilla.
Gomzilla is here.
Oh no!
Godzilla.
There goes Waterdeep. Go Guamzilla.
Yeah.
Nature shows again and again how to exploit out the folly of humans. Go Guamzilla.
Do I? I would like to try to find the other one. And
Are you just like stumbling forward to hit
I'm
it?
just gonna try to listen. and then take my best shot and just try to smack him.
Okay. So you can hear it thumping around, so you can kind of run towards it, but you will be entering your own spell sphere.
Oh, that's a
Don't
good
go
point.
into don't go into the stank cloud.
Well, I can do something to fix that. I think.
Drop it as a
Yes.
free action.
I can gain resistance for an hour.
What?
I can spend a sorcery point. I'm gonna go smack him.
I'm using
Okay.
the power.
I don't. Oh wait, no, 'cause it's radiant. It's not poison. It's not
Radiation
poison.
poisoning doesn't affect me. I've moved beyond your petty abilities. Oh no! Oh, my
The
hair's
wrong
falling out. This isn't what I
flavor.
wanted.
Oh my
It's the wrong
God
flavor
has
of
killed
radiation.
God and replaced them.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay, but
Whew.
I can do thunderclap. I stomp my big foot vaguely towards
Rawr.
him.
RAWRXD.
All right. Is that a? Do they have to make it a saving throw or
Hey, give me that con save.
con save? Ah, I missed the dice tray.
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior con save?
That is an 8.
Teleports
not
behind
sufficient.
you. Nothing personnel. Unsheathed radiation poisoning.
11 thunder damage.
So you hear him go ah as he stumbles back a little bit from the blast. Anything else?
That's me.
All right, it's his turn. He's gonna make his con save for the radiation. That
Oh
is,
boy, I hope he fails.
that's a 12.
Nope, that's a failure.
That's just the Formian, right?
Yeah, the Fomorian.
He's gonna take another level of exhaustion.
He takes another level of exhaustion and
That's
17
fourth.
radiant damage.
At this
Doesn't
point, which
matter,
I
he's
think
dead.
Is, yeah.
Hit point
Incredible.
max is halved. Yeah, he's dead. You murked him.
And oh man,
Cool.
Is there one wizard left? Correct.
No, they're
No,
all
they're all
dead.
dead.
Oh, that's everybody, right?
That's
Everything's dead.
Yeah, 3 died to radiation sickness, and 1 died from being punched.
I just go like, well done, friends. I just snap my fingers in the darkness ends, and I walk over and pick up my arrow and go, huh? At least not one
Are you
not.
walking in while the radiation is still going?
I'll stop it.
Okay.
I walk in and I'm like, everything's going.
I'll take a big breath inwards and suck all of the light back into me.
Okay.
I go like, well
that
done.
was well handled.
Look the dirt off the arrow.
Oh, Godzilla Kobold, so fun.
I think all of these builds are kind of stupid. I'm proud of all of us.
We've done it.
These are straight up horseshit. Good job, everybody.
We are the incarnation of fear. So I stop them in place. You remove their vision, and then you remove their life.
Yeah.
And it's just a slow, painful, fearful death.
Imagine if all of you could see in magical darkness.
Hey, listen.
The party would be unstoppable.
Poshus gives you access to blind sight, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
I may or may not have suggested that to my friend to take as one of his feats for his artificer.
I thought about it and I was like, this won't come up. Moved on.
Whoops.
All right.
How
I
about
would
Alrighty.
like to check out the bodies of the wizards. I can't resist a good mystery like this. What the fuck?
Each of the
What's going on?
wizard,
Looting.
I mean, they're robes and like kind of like leathers.
Mm-hmm.
The leather's not enough to be official like armor. It's just kind of like leather built into the robes itself. And they're quite nice, but they're probably not worth much. They do, however, each of them has a ring of gleaming black glass on their third finger of their
Hmm.
left hand.
I would like to take these rings and also one set of robes because they look really cool and I'd like to wear them.
Sure.
Cool. They don't have anything in their robes that would suggest like orders or papers, identification, motivation?
Nope.
Cool.
They bring Christmas.
Do I still have speak to dead?
Do
Let's
you
find out.
How's that work with your temporal magics?
go back in time,
till they were alive and ask them questions.
interrogate them?
Yeah, just beat the shit out of them. Come
Listen,
back.
you're gonna be
be
dead
like,
in 20 minutes. Tell me what I want to
spoke
know.
to
Let's
the dead
make our
people.
lives easier.
No, I don't think I do.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Okay.
Why don't we loot them? I say we keep moving on.
Okay, I would like to richly cast divination.
Okay.
To ask a I'm probably just gonna like walk to a town and ask if someone knows anything about this.
Let me look up that spell real quick. I can't type. Where's my book?
But I would like to ask God, who I wish to
yes?
kill.
Oh, not Gom. Okay.
Not Gom, God. Why were we attacked by these people? Or better, who are these people?
Why are these people? How are these people?
Do you have the sacrificial offering worth at least 25 gold?
I have my bottomless bag of
24 gold
components,
pieces.
and I will build together a statue of batshit
I did give that
and
to you as a
sacrifice
magical
it to
item.
gods.
So yeah, I'll say that you go out into the forest with time stopped, slaughter a deer and offer it to some god.
Expensive
That's-
deer.
Yeah.
Dip it in
Hmm?
gold.
We all just watch it. We're like, nice. Murder that defenseless animal.
No,
Yeah.
it's time's frozen, man. You don't know. You just it suddenly appears in front of you.
Cool.
Oh Jesus.
We're used to this. This is how our dinner
I'm a-
gets made every night.
I'm a horror. I'm a walking horror.
Yeah, so it's fine.
So you hear a response to your spell. You hear the Queen of Air and Darkness has sent her minions to come reclaim the book.
Hmm.
They can have the goddamn book.
You don't have the book.
Yeah, we don't have it. That's what's really funny.
Yeah,
She's stupid.
exactly. Double they
Queen
can
of
have
Air
it.
and Darkness and dumbassery. Call that ADD.
All right. So your spell ends.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you, Brick Bossy TDT for following. So you rejoin
Yay.
your party off on the side of the woods and unfreeze time.
So it sounds like the Queen of Air and Darkness is the one who sent these people to attack us.
I mean, this tracks. Says that makes sense.
Hmm.
It makes sense. They were fey creatures, technically. I mean, wood elves are considered fey, if I'm not mistaken, from my brief
Enemy.
stint in ancestry courses I took whenever I filled out my ancestry.com profile.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, unless there's much else to figure out, I think we should keep moving. We need to get to our friend. We've only got, 11 days left before something gets quite nasty and we become permanent henna tattoos?
Yes.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So you guys continue on your way. Take a nap at the evening. It's a pretty uneventful day. This evening, Gom is the only one who sleeps, as is tradition. And the next morning, you guys all reconvene and continue on. The second day of full travel is pretty uneventful. Nothing really happens. What's everyone's passive perceptions?
18.
11.
You guys continue on your way towards the tower that you were told to go to.
Yeah.
So good.
We observed nothing.
Nothing. It's quite a nice day. You go ahead and sleep for that night, and the next morning, wake up again. And I need everyone to make me, I believe, a charisma saving throw.
Oh
Hell
no.
yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
14.
21. -3.
I'm going to break the timeline so that I don't fail this.
How so?
I'm using my convergent future ability to make this the timeline where I succeed on this save instead of getting a 5.
Pauses timeline.
Can you just do that?
Reads
I
how to-
can. I get 1 level of exhaustion and I do it.
Reads how to
Okay.
make friends and influence people. Unstops time.
I ignore the die roll and decide that I meet the minimum.
That's insane.
I don't want to fail.
I don't want to get more writing on
Please,
me.
God. I'm
don't
gonna
believe in God.
fracture the world in order to succeed this save.
How often could you do that?
I think as often as I like, as long as I don't die from exhaustion.
Only by finishing a long rest. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I could just do it. I just will die eventually.
Yeah.
What is death?
What is death, really?
What's worth death or
Um,
failure?
What's the trigger for that reaction?
When you or a creature you can see makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. So when someone rolls dice, which I did, yes, I can see myself.
It says
I'd
you
argue
or.
this is a thing that's happening over time. It's not something you expected to make a save throw. It's not like you wake up one morning and you say, "Oh, I must succeed," and then you succeed.
Yeah, but I thought it's a reaction. It's not. I didn't expect
Well,
it. I
what are
didn't
you
do it
reacting
preemptively.
to?
To the save. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but you
I
don't know what
but
you're
I'm
saving
working with the
against.
best I got here.
Well, I never know what I'm saving against.
I
It just
know.
happens.
Yeah.
Well, there's
In the
no
bounds
like
of the
there's no
rules,
spell
he is
cast
correct.
anything. This is part of the curse.
It doesn't say when a spell is cast. It says when he makes a saving throw or
Yeah,
someone
but I'm
else makes a
arguing
saving
there's
throw.
nothing he would be able to react to. It just happens.
Well, then it
Well,
can't.
if something
Then like a
weird
fighter couldn't use
happens-
Indomitable or something like that on this.
No, because that's
Okay.
during combat. That's your expecting stuff, right? You're like, oh,
Ca-
I'm
I
tripping,
mean-
and you don't trip.
Can it be argued that he's a time wizard? If something happens he doesn't like, he just undoes it? And that's what this is? Like, we're fucking
Okay,
with the timeline.
yeah, that works.
Like, why
Yeah,
are
like
you...
that's what I meant. Is I made this the timeline where I didn't fail.
You went, ooh,
right.
not that.
I'll accept that. So,
I'll
I
accept
guess
your
the-
bullshit. I take it.
Davik Moore is the only one who doesn't, or who fails
Stellar.
the effect. You
Sorry,
see
bud.
that the script is continuing its way up your arm. The other two, it seems like their progress has slowed somewhat. However, you can now cast the message cantrip at will, no components required.
Cool.
Unfortunately, however, magic potions no longer affect you.
Oh,
I
shit.
turn to the party and go, watch this, and cast message. They're like, oh, cool. I go, please help me. I'm dying.
Yeah, you innately, for some reason, just understand that magic potions won't work anymore, and that you can cast message. You don't know why, but you can. It's
I
kind of like
Luckily,
Sylvan.
I have infinite thirst and I must drink.
luckily, none of us have healing potions. So
Yeah, no one in
it
this party
doesn't
can heal
matter.
anyways.
Did
so-
no one
Yeah.
take healing potions?
Nope.
Can we have?
I had 5
Yeah.
and I spent it on crack.
I didn't know we could do.
They're magical items. You could have
They
taken,
sure are.
or
I'm not taking
spent
them.
spent some of that starting money on them.
What? I
I
didn't.
spent 5,000 gold on healing potions, so I have
Did you?
100.
You didn't spend any of that money, did you?
No, not at all. I got
No,
magic items, and I'm like, I'm a monk. I don't need
Dope.
anything else. What am I gonna
I just-
buy?
Wait, can we just buy? I didn't realize. I thought we just had gold. I thought
Yeah,
that
I
was,
didn't know we were
I-
allowed to buy things.
I
I don't
know,
know
yeah,
why. I was just.
I'd
I'd
buy
allowed
all
you
those.
to have.
I
And-
further
yeah.
this by saying the only item my character has on him besides like his starting equipment is a spear, which he hasn't used because it's
Yeah, I
not worth using.
I think any weapon or armor or adventuring equipment that you could have afforded, I'd have let you buy on
Oh,
account
yeah.
of you guys have been
Uh-oh.
adventuring for a while and could have. And potions of healing are on that table of adventuring equipment.
Well, I'll spend all of my gold then because I'm a weirdo and buy everybody. They're 50 gold a pop, right? We have 5,000, so
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
100
Yeah,
healing
we get
potions.
somewhere.
So I'm like, I can't use these anymore, and I give each person 50 healing potions. I'm like, ha 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 ha. I send a message where it's like, this is a cry for help. Please contact my psychiatrist.
He's like that guy who opens up his trench coat. He's like, "Hey guys, want a healing potion?" It's like,
I do.
Want to buy a timepiece? A
Yeah.
sundial?
Want to buy a sundial?
want to buy a sundial?
Yeah, I would have happily bought myself healing potions if I'd thought about this for more than 5 minutes. But
I
I
would.
did
I'll let
not
you
do that
guys-
today.
I'll let you guys take 5. If
I
you
spend
want,
I
and-
spend all my money buying healing potions
So
then,
much.
because I don't need anything else really. Like unless we
Okay.
can buy more magical items, in which case I might buy something, but otherwise it's not worth.
No,
the
yeah, magic items
trouble.
I'd say are off the table beyond what
Yeah,
you got
so-
out of the.
As a monk, I don't need any gear. There's no weapons I need. I can't buy a +1 like fist wraps. So
Yeah.
I mean, technically I can use shields, but if I use a shield, I lose my unarmored defense
Okay.
for the ruling. Actually, let me check that actually, because if I do, I'll buy a shield and have 21 AC. Just have an offhand, just like, behold, just punch people with my shield up.
We'll take another quick break while we figure out how you guys want to spend your starting money that you never spent. So we'll be right back with some more Dungeon Dice Masters.
Oh my god.
Woo, we're idiots.
Hello, this is Alan. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for watching Dungeon Dice Masters. If you like what you're seeing, make sure you check out our other videos on this channel. We have a couple of video game playthroughs up and are working to bring you more content. We stream everything live to Twitch before the VOD goes live, so you can find our Twitch page in the About section of our YouTube channel, along with both Shell's and my Twitter handles. You can follow us on Twitter or Twitch or both to get notifications when we go live, so come hang out with us. Thanks again for watching, and now back to the show.
That's fine.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Scrivener's Tale, our little Dungeon Dice Masters one-shot. Before the break, the party was continuing on their way to visit a wizard that they were directed to who could teleport them to where they need to go to break the curse from the book that they got. So we pick up here. They fought some servants of the Winter Court of Fae and have continued onwards, and finally, on this last day, about noon, they reach Traxagor's tower. We're going to hand wave our way through that part because it's already 10:30. But Traxagor, who is a peculiar wizard, agrees and is, oh, I heard you were coming. Sure, yeah, I can get you up there, and he teleports you far to the north, a little ways south of Daggerford, I think. To the ruins of Delimimbrian.
Yes, of course.
Now, looking at
Oh,
the
no.
map that you guys received from the guys,
Look at the map.
it's easy enough for you guys to find the location that was kind of like marked off that in the little rotted piece of paper said that there were some stairs going down beneath the ruins.
All right,
Mm.
we'll head towards them then. We'll head
Weren't there
down
also guardians to worry about down there?
They said something about guardians down there, yeah,
Would
but
you
they
like
did
me
manage to get away.
Would you like me to sneak ahead and try to find my way through the darkness? This is one of my specialties.
Of course.
Says man who
So-
failed to hide in bushes.
Yeah, you guys come to a large, maybe 20 feet wide spiral staircase just heading down deep underground. And after climbing down, Davik Moore is kind of leading the way. As you guys, as Gom
I'll,
and
I'll sneak
can-
if it's relevant.
Yeah, I would like to hold and enlarge if something big jumps out.
I would
Okay.
also like to cast 2 spells if I can before we go down.
well, you can cast them while you're going down if you'd like.
Okay, I would like to cast Gift of Alacrity twice on both of my friends.
Is that concentration by any chance?
No, it is not. It lasts 8 hours.
Nope.
What
So
does
each of you get a
Alacrity give us?
D8 to your initiative rolls.
Oh,
Oh,
neato.
could
want
not
me to
hurt
make
my
a-
Be
initiative.
ready.
Let me make a stealth check. Matters.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check. As you guys are all walking down, Davik Moore hardly notices this, but the other two does. You guys are still able to see somewhat from the sunlight filtering down through the hole, but down below it doesn't look like there's any light sources.
22 for my stealth.
All right, you feel practically invisible in the
Yeah, and
shadows.
I'll work my way ahead a little bit, and then I have message, so I'll tell the party, listen, if something gets bad up ahead, I'll message you, and you can be ready. Keep your phones on vibrate though, so that way it's not very loud. And then
Oh.
I'll sneak ahead.
Okay.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Neither Gom nor Gom knows.
I hold my copper wire, which is the component for that, and I sneaky snake my way ahead.
You don't need a component for it.
Oh,
You're
that's
essentially
right.
just sending telepathic messages.
It's just a lot of telepathic messages, which are just things where it's like, nothing here, please kill me. Everything looks like it's pretty good. I hate my dad. just stuff like that. I'll snack my way
God.
through.
Gom wonders what his dad did.
My dad just didn't support me enough. Whenever I came to my dad and I was like, Dad, I want to be a freelance pencil sharpener. He was like, that's a stupid career. You should be an assassin. And I was like, you don't understand me, Dad. And I became an assassin.
Gom sees both sides of this.
Yeah, I'll sneak ahead and basically serve as our scout until we hit something of consequence. I have a passive perception
Okay.
of 18, so I'm subconsciously looking out for traps, which I can see in the dark it's a dark sight. So
All right. While you're sneaking ahead, I'm going to refresh your camera feed here because you're freezing and stuttering.
Hurry,
No.
hold
the other
very
two of
still.
you, the other two of you, as you're heading down into the dark, are you doing anything other than casting Gift of Alacrity?
I would like to be able to see if possible, but I have no way of doing that without lighting a torch. Is that all right?
I can make light if you want. Gum
Light,
can make
nice.
light.
Please, friend Gom, make some light.
Okay, gum make light. I will. I
You
don't know. What
casting
can I-
light?
Yeah, I will hand my great club to Tim Wizard and cast light on it,
Thank you.
And it just glows with this very sick blue light.
This certainly
Alright.
won't hurt me, will it?
it's 30 feet, then 20 feet beyond that is dim.
Yeah,
So
right.
you just stay 30 feet away from us
Yeah,
at all
something like
times.
that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah, I think it's like a
okay,
torch.
so
It's 20 and 20.
It is
That's what I figured.
2020.
So, yeah, I can still teleport in the dim light even, because
Yeah.
Can
fun.
we?
But anyways, yeah, we'll move through and I'll message them like, hey, passageway turns left up here, passageway turns right.
So,
Attention.
Can-
goes
can
as
we-
far as you've
whatever.
gotten, this is just spiraling down into the ground. Like it's entirely a spiral staircase. There's no branches off yet that you've seen.
Can I see where he is, or is he hidden from me too?
He's probably far enough ahead that he's in the shadows, right? Like you're in the darkness. How far ahead did you
Okay,
want to
because
go?
I was gonna block the light slightly to cover him.
It depends. Like
Well,
how
I
far
can-
ahead did you
I
want to
can move
scout?
forward ahead. Well, if the light's 40 feet, I can technically hide in the
Okay.
dim light even. Well, I imagine if it's 40 feet, I'm staying 45 feet ahead. Like I'm just
Yeah.
out of the dim light.
So yeah, you guys
slinking
cannot.
my way through. I mean, for fuck's sake, you want to make it stupidly easy. I can crawl at half speed, which is 35. I can move 65 feet already, so I can crawl faster than the rest of the party can walk. I'm just going like crawl on the floor in like a combat
Jesus
crawl,
Christ.
so I'm not making a silhouette
I actually
or
think
being a monk, my dude.
Cool.
you might be able to see him because you're a kobold, and I think they have dark vision.
I do have dark vision.
Okay, 60
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, you
dark
can see
vision.
him.
Because I was just gonna use like pop my wings, use the tip of my wing to just like kind of like cast a nice shadow for him. So he can
You're a
darkness.
winged kobold?
I am that. I can choose to be
Oh, okay.
whenever I feel like.
Well,
Sure.
If you can see me, then fine. I'll stay further ahead because I can look back 120 feet with dark sight, so I can be beyond anybody else's vision and still turn back and see the party
Yeah.
in grayscale.
Yeah, I was just trying to like if you're
from the
caught in the
room,
dim,
make
but
the
I was
dim
just trying
light.
to make sure that you were not at a disadvantage for our.
I'll say like 45.
Sure.
I'll say like 45, 50 feet ahead then.
So you spiral all the way down. Eventually, the narrow spiral staircase descends 50 feet from the ruins of the surface. The weathered mosaic decorates the stairwell, or a weathered mosaic decorates the stairwell, depicting dwarves, elves, humans working together to forge some sort of like they're building a city. The area reeks of decay, and a few birds fly out of the shaft.
Mm.
It looks like the picture of this looks like a John Woo film. I'll send it to the Discord later. This is like God rays of
There's
light
just
and
one
then
dwarf
some
in the middle,
doves.
two
Sick.
pistols, doves flying out behind him.
All
So
right.
you come down
Alright,
to
well,
the
that's
bottom
a-
of the staircase finally, and you see that it's just a kind of circular room that opens to one end into another chamber.
Mm.
I'll message back and say I'm going to move through that room and then into the far door at the far chamber. If something happens, I'll send you back the signal for distress wishes. Help! Help! I am in distress.
Gum thinks that makes sense.
So the walls of this chamber show cracks and other signs of stress from the weight of 50 feet of earth and stone above, but have so far remained standing. The floor is covered in a thick layer of rotten debris, which can be seen within which can be seen scraps of leather, the husks of countless dead insects, and bits of rusted metal. A doorway in the far wall has collapsed and is fully blocked by a pile of rubble. In that pile of rubble, you see a stone golem, kind of like it's a deactivated stone golem, kind of like partially like covered, like lying supine on the ground.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor, which is just me freezing
I'll,
time and then building armor, and then unfreezing time. Yeah.
And then putting it on. I'll tell everybody, stay back at the edge of the room. If this golem is some kind of creature, I can get away from it pretty quickly. And I'll approach it and investigate the golem as well as the rock fall around it.
All right, so the golem itself has like some sort of strange shaped thing like in its chest that you don't. I mean, you guys, you've been adventuring for a while. You've probably seen a golem or two. This isn't a normal part of the golem. It's just like it looks like you could remove it.
Well, waste not, want not. I pull it out of
Most
the golem.
excellent.
All right, you pull it out. Nothing happens.
Then I turn and I go. I roll it back
I'll
to the
pick it up.
wizard.
And I will look at
Okay.
it.
It's small. It's maybe like orange sized.
Mhm.
It looks like it's kind of like a little shield.
It's an orange-sized shield.
It looks like like a fruit orange. It's like yay big, and it's shaped like a shield.
Oh, okay. I see. Interesting. Does it seem mechanical at all?
No. There's no moving parts that you can see.
I will cast Identify as a ritual to understand it.
It is not magic.
He understands.
While he looks at it, I'm gonna try to see if I can find a way through that rubble in there.
There
If
are
I
a couple
can't,
small
then my next
gaps
plan,
that perhaps
but
Gom
nothing
in
anybody
her
can.
Gom in her normal form could probably slip through some of the cracks.
Can I see through them?
Yes, you can with your dark vision.
I'm gonna tell the party, like, listen, there's gaps here. It might be hard for us to get our time wizard companion through, but I believe Gom and I can easily make it through this. Gom, as well as Tim, the time wizard. Do you want to give me cover? I can check ahead further.
I can
if
stand
that's what
guard
you
at the
prefer.
crack. Yes.
Gom can make time wizard small.
That would be
Well,
impressive.
before we do anything too drastic, why don't you let me go scout ahead a little ways and see if there's anything dangerous beyond there?
Okay.
How?
Take knife,
well-
and I give you a dagger.
Davik, you're also
Thank you.
probably a little bit too large to fit through these gaps.
I look through the gaps and I teleport through them.
Oh,
Because
that
it's
works.
dark on the other side, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I just go
Good
like,
point.
I just go, life is pain. I appear on the opposite side of them somehow because edgy. And then I
Darkwing
like,
Duck.
I go like,
that
there is
quacks
no
for
goal.
hope.
Only my own enlightenment. And I trip my fedora so hard I vibrate through them. And then on the opposite side, I'll
Dude, he
I'll
just
sneak my
clips
way
it.
through.
I regret everything.
Oh my
I
God.
just type in you see me, I turn to the point, I'm like, wizard, I may need your assistance. And I hit the tilde key. And I just go like this. And I type no clip. You see me like slide through it very, very slowly. And I type no clip again. And I just I go back into my idle stance and I just start like running forward. I'll sneak back forward for a little bit. Like, if I see a
Okay.
turn in the corridor, I'll stop and come back. Or if I see
So-
anything besides just like empty corridor.
So on the other side of this, it opens up into a room. You see, though a layer of debris and dead insects coats the floor of this area, its contents remain largely intact. 4 trestle tables, a side table set with what looks like cups, and 24 chairs stand covered in dust. There is an opening to the right that looks like it opens into another room, a large room. There's an opening to your left that opens into a smaller room, and there's an opening straight ahead that opens into yet another room.
Then I'll message back and describe what I'm seeing in the
Hmm.
room. You know, multiple exits, excuse me, and say that like, why don't we be smart about this? We should all get in here before we start exploring.
That sounds like a fine plan, friend
And then
Davik.
I'll teleport back and give them a hand getting through if they need me to move rocks or anything, or if we're gonna find a way to using spells to get through with Wom's ability.
Are you calling her Guam? like
Mhm.
with a U.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is Gom, G-O-M.
Guam.
Mm-hmm. He knows.
No.
He always knows.
Okay.
I could feel it in the air that this was going to be the time that Alan finally realized.
I've been hearing it for a while, and I was just like, well, maybe he just didn't
Is
realize.
this how it
Yeah.
internalized it?
Silently glaring as usual.
Gum can make wizard small, or we could break wall.
How thick is wall?
The wall's pretty thick. It's
Hmm.
just solid stone.
Perhaps, friend Gom, it would be a better use of your time if you were to make me small.
Gum will make you small. I will make
All
him.
right.
We will make him small.
So Gom casts Reduce on Time Wizard, and then the two of you are able to slip through the gaps.
We will make you small. I get out my hammer. Start smashing him into a fucking pulp.
Just
There,
steps
now
on
he
him.
is small. Oh no, wizard, please. Wizard, please.
Just-
Thank you, friend Gom.
You must awaken.
Reduce him. One day this is how all will see Gum, and then I push him through the hole.
And then I
All
follow
right.
through the hole.
So the three of you wind up standing in that room. So like I said, it opens up straight ahead. There's a room to the left and a larger room to the right.
I go, well, left
just-
is always right.
It's
And
this
then I
kind of
go
open
right,
archways.
I
You don't
explore
see
that
any. Yeah. So going into the large room on the right, you see the chamber is filled with moldering wooden furniture. Only 3 bunk beds remain recognizable as what they are, and all are close to collapse from rot. The door in the north has been smashed open, and a damp draft comes from beyond it. Laying against the far east wall, also, is another golem. That's kind of like crumpled up against the
Oh.
wall.
Does it also have the hole?
John's been here. Sounds like my
Yeah,
living room.
It also has another like shield thing in its chest, but it's a different color.
Mm.
I'll pop that one out and toss it back to the wizard.
Is there any corresponding color on the golem?
Wait, what?
So, what color is the golem? Is the golem a different color itself than the other one?
The golem is a stone color.
Just stone. Okay. No, but there's no paint. I guess we.
Well,
No paint.
why don't
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to put the other one
I'll
in it
say,
and see what happens.
You put the other one in this golem and nothing happens.
while he
Okay, I'll
takes-
take it out and I'll
Hmm.
take both of them, and I'll put them into my component pouch.
While he takes
Okay.
a look at it, I'm going to go across the hallway toward the opposite room.
Okay.
And I'll just
So
so
the
the over once again. I can
Hmm.
re-roll if you need me to, but it's been 22 this whole time with the
Yeah.
stealth check I got earlier.
You see decaying desks, chairs, and lecterns fill this chamber. 3 smooth, 1-foot diameter crystal hemispheres protrude from the ceiling, evenly spaced along the center of the room from east to west. A concave wall on the far side of the room has a steel-banded stone door in the middle of it. 3 sharp-edged glyphs are cut into the surface of the door. Each of them, since
I'll,
you've seen them already, the glyphs are the same shape as the shield, but they're kind of like carved into it.
Mm.
I'll
And
tell
they are
them what I
colored.
just found. And there is one to the north, correct?
There is
Relative
another room
north,
to the
it was
north.
I'll say, Master Wizard, Mistress Sorceress, there appears to be something in this room that would deal with your arcane persuasion. I will endeavor to explore north and see what I can find and return to you. Looks like we have to gather 3 of these
Mhm.
crests. I imagine the third one will be up here. If not, that
There's-
would be poor game design. And then I head north.
In the large room
Fucking
that you guys
devs.
found the second golem in, there's also another door that was smashed open.
Well, I'll check north first, and then I'll check that door
Okay.
afterwards.
All right, I will investigate the door with the crests, or the wall with the
Okay.
crest.
And what is
Cover them
Gom doing?
Because I just did a bunch of shit.
Gum's just gonna follow the wizard and watch and be suspicious because she's
Alright, so
very
the-
confused.
The two of you go over and inspect the door, and as you do, a ghost of an elf just walks through the door
Oh, hello.
and just kind of through
Yo,
you.
what's
And he's
good,
just kind of
homies?
like, you see his mouth moving, and he's like nodding off into like space as if he's talking to someone that's not
Do-
there, and he's just
do I
doesn't
understand
even
what
seem
he's
to
saying?
notice you.
Got it.
Do I-
Fetch.
I
You
have
don't
observe
hear
it.
any noise.
No,
There's
but I have
noise.
observed it. Can I read
Lord.
his lips?
Uh, n- No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's not defined enough to
Do you have
like,
do you have keen mind where you can
I have
read
keen
lips
mind and
now?
observant. I can read lips and
Yeah.
I remember everything.
but yeah, it's nondescript. He doesn't seem to notice you. But
Mm.
having, being close enough to the
Gotta
door, you
take
do
me
see that
shit.
the
Bathroom's
little
full.
shields you have should fit into the correct things. There's also, and I forgot to mention this earlier, but that kind of center room you're in, the archway to the west before you came into the room you're in, you would have saw or seen it as you were walking back over here. Had a word inscribed along the top of the archway that read Candeska.
Mm.
Yes, of course.
Natürlich. Ja. Wir sind alles klar here.
I'm going to place the crest into the slots for them. Into
Okay.
the slots with the runes.
The two of them fit right into the little like rune glists that have been carved into the door, and
Ah,
there is one
a
more
tidy
that
slot.
haven't. Oh, but there
One
is
rune.
Uh, there is still one empty though.
Hmm. Perhaps our friend Davik will bring it back. I will wait here for him.
All right, the room to the north. The floor of this room is covered with filth and moldering debris and reeks of untold generations of rats. A faded fresco on the back wall depicts several human, elf, and dwarf wizards battling a black dragon.
Hey, cool. I like black dragons.
It's large enough that most
I go,
the humans and the dragon are all like life size, basically. The fresco's huge.
life size. Okay. I'll It
There is
covered in
also
filth,
yet
right?
another. There is another golem, kind of like laying in the middle of the floor.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take my my spear with me this time, which is 6 feet tall and I'm 4'10". So I take it and I basically use it to push my way through the path that I'm heading over to that golem to see if anything I trigger a trap or anything like that.
Okay. Are
And
you
if I
looking for
don't,
anything
I'll walk over to
specifically?
the golem. I'm basically as I move forward, like I hit a 5 foot square, and I take the spear and I essentially touch it on the ground and try to see if I find any pressure plates or anything in that filth. And if there
Okay.
is, I deal with it. If not, I move very slowly over to the golem.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
And if nothing happens, okay. Passive is 18 once again. With I think my passive is. Let me actually check. I haven't rolled perception for a hot second. 19 total.
So as you're kind of like skidding your spear through the muck, you hit like it skips a little bit on the edge of a flagstone, and then when it comes back down,
Mhm.
it sounds hollow.
Can I get around that flagstone
Sure.
within reason?
Yeah, easy enough.
Then
I mean,
I'll
the
step around that
flagstone's like
flagstone.
yay big, and you can see that it's like
Yeah,
now that
I'll
you kind
I'll
of are
step
working
around
your way
it.
around, it's loose. Like as you're kind of working your spear around, you could probably lift the flagstone out.
Well, what I'll first do is I'll walk over, still using the same pattern, grab the whatchamacallit, the crest,
Yep.
right? And then I will teleport back with my bonus action movement, give it to the two casters, then I'll go back in and pry the flagstone up with my spear.
Okay. So you
So
go
basically,
back.
that way, if something terrible happens, they can progress forward.
You find a 3 foot deep, 4 foot wide cubbyhole holding 3 rotted crates, several empty glass vials, a potion of some sort, and a bundled up robe.
I'll take everything out of there to the wizards, and I'll
Okay.
walk in with all of it in my arms, and just go like, "Magical friend,
The
please."
rotting crates were empty. The only things of note really were the potion and the
I bring
robe.
10 intelligence. I bring the crates.
Okay.
I'm like, here, magical friends. These may be great magical artifacts. I set the crates on one, just like a falls apart. Just stare at it and go, that probably isn't magical, but these might be. I hold up the potion and shake it violently.
That's
So you
an
walk in.
approach.
Yeah, you walk into the room as the ghost is actually talking to them. Now that they have the last shield and we're about to put it in, the ghost,
Oh,
the
shit!
elf ghost, turns towards you guys and he's like, "Oh, hi. Who are you? What are you doing down here?"
Hello. I bow in elven greeting, and I say, great ancestor, we were exploring these tombs to find a way to end this curse. And I roll up my sleeve, which I imagine that's my elbow or my elbow, my shoulder at this
Upper
point,
elbow.
and
Yeah.
show them like the intricate writing. Yeah, the this is the top part of the elbow.
You see his
Some
face
might say
become kind
this is
of
the lower elbow, extreme elbow, top of the elbow,
sure.
maximal elbow.
You see his face become kind of
I'm
sad
not an
as
anatomist, I'm
he's
a microbiologist. Sorry.
you see his face become kind of sad as he looks at the writing. He says, "Oh, I see you've read the book."
That is true.
Yes.
Do you know
we
anything
have,
about it?
Actually.
Well, yes. I was the one who wrote it.
Oh, I see.
Interesting. So you are same started with the Z. I can't remember the actual
Zirian,
name.
yes.
Yes, Zirian, it's a pleasure to meet you, even in your afterlife. I have to say, from our experience listening to you, you're a great author. Could you please elucidate a little bit more about exactly what this book entails? It appears to be cursed in some regard.
Yes and no. It was part of a ritual that I did to trap the Princess of Shadowglass within the book itself. Um, we, the guardians here, we all felt that we needed to stop her from kind of trying to rule over mortals on this plane. So we wrote the book of this nice things said about her to trick her into coming over and signing her name in the book, and it's all part of an elaborate ritual. You see, she's now trapped within and
So you
can
were
do no
right when
one
we
any
were like,
harm.
this person's. We were like, this person's full of shit. She's trying to convince us to do stuff.
I
We
am
were
sorry.
right to be assholes to her.
I am sorry of your fate, though. It seems that now that you've read the book, you are doomed, more or less.
Then there is no reversal for this curse?
There's a
Only if you were to release the Princess of Shadowglass and destroy her, but she's too powerful, and I don't know if you could do that.
Gum doesn't understand.
we could certainly
If we
try.
release her, but don't destroy.
Well, I pause and go, oh, so no way to take care of her. Interesting. Well, if we're cursed forever, been a good
No,
run.
wait. Gum has question. If we release her but do not kill her, is curse still broken?
No, unfortunately, you need. It's tied to her now. You have to destroy her.
Okay. Gum will destroy her.
I agree with friend Gom. If this is what must be done, then we will do it.
Now, how do we summon this Archfey? What do we have to do to get her into
If we need the goddamn book, I'm
material
gonna
plane?
lose my shit.
Make a persuasion check, because he's looking you guys over just kind of dubiously, like.
I say this and I turn to the party and go like, because I have fucking 13 charisma. I'm not going to succeed.
Can I? I mean,
Unless
could
he's
help,
like,
yeah.
man, could you do a sick backflip? If you do a sick backflip, dude, you could definitely fucking get me. I'm like, hell yeah, brother. I just flip backwards, but otherwise, I can't
I
do
can
much
try
else.
to help.
Yeah,
Or
I would
otherwise,
also.
I have a backup plan.
But you guys have been like. This is all before you put the last shield crest
we
in, by the
all-
way. He
Right.
kind of
all-
interrupted you.
Are we all speaking to him then?
Yeah, I assumed. You
Then
may
I'll
all
let
make
the fucking
a
kobold take.
persuasion check.
I instead, having just said that I will destroy her, intimidate him.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Sick.
And the rest of us make persuasion.
A natural 20.
He kind of like looks at you and he says, "Sure." And like if a ghost could gulp, he would be right now. He says, "Well, in the room beyond is the ritual circle that I used to bind her. What you must do is you must say all of the names that she's known by, and then on the paper in the ritual circle, write down in writing your intent to summon her to this plane. That will bring her here. That's only the first part. After you've brought her here, you must destroy her. Once you've knocked her unconscious, if you extinguish all of the lights, all the candles around the summoning circle, she will be gone forever.
Oh, you're speaking our language.
I like the darkness. My dad kept me there for a long time when I was a child.
We continue to learn more every day.
Starting to slip out.
Dom
I walk
notices
forward.
it always comes back to his dad.
Do I happen to know? Actually, I have an idea. Does he know the names? All of the names? Do you know all of the
Yes.
names?
Yes, I do.
I get my pen out. I get my notebook
You
out.
just write them on your other arm.
She is known by the Princess of Shadowglass, Nintra Siada, Lady of Dread Omens, and the Seeker of the Three Crowns.
I will write those
Right,
down
of course, yeah.
because Steven will not remember those, but my character will.
Sure.
As his life is dependent upon it. I go, don't worry, I know what to do. I pull my pants up and write it on my thigh for some reason.
Arms are full.
Arms are full because of
Alright.
my edgy tattoos.
And also the curse.
One's it's a barbed wire tattoo around
Aw,
the arm.
Gotta keep people out of your arm.
And you're certain that's all of the names, sir?
Exactly.
Yes, that will be enough to summon her to this plane.
All right.
I'm also going to ask, so exactly what is she capable of when it comes to physical confrontation?
She was once a fey creature before she became powerful enough to to essentially be an archfey. So as such, she has all manner of shadow-based powers at her disposal.
So would you happen to say that she is a fey?
Edge versus edge! So it becomes the edgy boy versus the edgy girl.
Scott Pilgrim?
A battle for the
Yes.
ages. Yeah.
Punch my
Never saw it.
boob. It's good. It's terrible, but like it's good. It's supposed to be terrible.
He punched the highlights out of her hair.
Dom does not know Archfey. Is it like God?
I suppose, from a certain point of view, kind of.
That's exactly what I was
AI?
thinking, friend Gom. Today will be the day that we kill God.
Imagine a world where you are the true one creator god. Everything within that world bows to your presence. As you walk through, the feathers, the flowers, the air, the bees, everything bows to you as you are the mistress of that world. In a way, we are killing a god, but a god of their own realm, of their own making.
If we kill her, do we become Archfey?
I don't know if that's how that works, but
Well,
good luck.
I've heard that apparently you can eat someone's heart and gain their powers. So yes, probably.
Gom calls
Now, if we
heart.
cut it into thirds, we can each have part of the heart. Listen, Calm, you're not going to do it by yourself, I think. I think we all need to work together here. You've made it this far.
Gom will share this one.
Listen, 1/3 of a god is better than no god at all. At that point, you'd be considered a demigod,
Do you
wouldn't
think we
you?
can find 2 more gods? Okay.
Easily. If Archfey is easy to kill as this creature may be, then we're in
Well,
luck.
friend
I
Gom,
think.
you can have my portion. I do not wish to be a god. I just wish for their demise.
Well, that
Cool.
means we each get half the heart.
Gom's learning to like math.
All right, then.
Zirian steps back and
Let's go
says,
get this shit
"Good
rolling.
luck. Do not fail, or else it may signal the end of the end of the Sword Coast as you know it."
Well,
I don't like this place anyways. That's fine by me. Let's keep moving forward.
So
Oh,
you put the
terrible.
I
last
don't like this
crest
place.
in.
They made fun of me in high school 'cause I
don't
was
worry. This is the
fat.
timeline where we succeed.
You put the last crest in. Keep in mind, you're still at 1 level of exhaustion.
Me?
Yes.
Oh
Should be,
shoot!
because we've been traveling here, right?
You woke
Yeah.
up that day. You did the thing. You walked into the tower. You teleported here, and now you went into the basement.
Ah,
It's all been one day.
That's
It's
fine.
maybe
But-
noon.
You can use potions.
Yeah. Currently, you have
Boy,
disadvantage on
man.
all ability checks,
that's fine. I haven't
which
really
Counter
made
includes
any.
initiative.
Counter
That's fine.
offers.
I still got a plus 12.
Since we've gotten where we want to go, do we want to just sleep in this hallway and then go kill God tomorrow?
I personally don't think it would make
Yeah,
much
we
of a
could.
difference.
I would get all my spell slots back.
Sure.
I'd be able to not do anything different.
I would have 1 spell slot lack, but I don't know how much of a hindrance level is for you.
We've
me.
also rested though. It's been
No,
like 3 days
because
since our
the
last
thing,
fight.
the exhaustion was from me not failing to save.
Right.
Hey, your exhaustion is from that, but the rest of us haven't burned anything else. That's the only thing we have living around us right now is exhaustion.
Yeah,
and
I just
nothing
wasn't
else.
sure how much it was going to screw us for him to have.
And exhaustion
exhaustion.
is skill set. I mean, skill checks. It's up to you guys. I don't mind if we want to rest for 8 hours. That's fine. I can take a 4-hour rest if necessary, and then I can keep watch for the rest of the time after everybody else is done.
I'm okay with doing that.
That's
I'd also
fine.
like maybe to switch my spells around.
It makes almost no difference to me. I was just trying to be nice.
Yeah, it wouldn't even phase me slightly. I've
Yeah,
used
same.
nothing today.
1 spell.
Nah, it's fine. We'll go.
I mean, it's fine. It makes literally no difference. I mean,
The question is, how much do you think your ability checks are going to be useful for the next couple of encounters?
I honestly don't know. Yeah,
Well,
let's
fuck
do
it.
it.
Let's push forward
Okay.
because why not? Let's we'll put the last crest in and we'll move forward into the next room to unleash the
Queen
queen
bitch.
herself.
Queen bitch.
All right. So with the
I'll
last
ask
crest
her
open,
what
or
his
with the last
defeat smell
crest
like.
inserted, you hear the lock click and the door swings open to reveal a large circular chamber, heavy with scents of dust and stale air, opens beyond the door. A 50-foot high dome of crystal panels forms the ceiling through which sunlight is coming. And a tall bookshelf stands
Study.
perpendicular to the curved wall in 6 places. The space between each pair of shelves is set with a table, a scribe's desk, and several chairs, with 6 tall panes of smoky gray glass hanging on the walls, 1 in each compartment. At the center of the space, a ritual circle 30 feet across is inscribed into the stone floor.
That's where we summon her. If he's correct, we're going to call all of her names out, right? Then
Yeah,
she
there's
will
some
appear.
parchment and like a quill with some ink in the middle of the ritual circle.
We'll also have to write it.
We'll take a look at that. We have
I
to
think you
write it
said
and
write
throw
and
it?
say
Is
them.
that what it was?
we have to say
Yeah,
all the
there's-
names, and then we have to write our intentions of summoning her here
Mhm.
to kick her absolute shit out
I
of
mean,
her.
we beat the shit out of
Yeah.
her, and then we blow all the candles out
Right.
afterwards.
And we say Bloody Mary 3
Yes.
times,
And then we
Yeah.
kill
Yeah.
her.
and then we kill Bloody Mary. Yeah, correct.
And then
Well,
we say Beetlejuice 3
why
times.
don't
We kill
we-
him, and that'll be 3 gods.
I tell, I say, listen, if we're going to summon some sort of creature and do all this, maybe we should prepare first.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm trying to see what I can cast that's gonna last.
I mean, I have some spells that I could. I just would need to prepare them.
I mean, there's always the old favorite.
What, cast darkness, run up and beat the shit out of
Oh,
her? while
I
she's
was
in the
thinking
darkness?
10 minutes of sickening radiance. How big's this room?
This room is
50 feet across.
30 feet.
That's fine.
Last
It does
thing you
poison
want
damage, right?
In your 50-foot
Yeah.
across room.
it's an
Yeah,
80-foot
Burger King push
diameter.
fungus.
It's an 80-foot diameter round room
It's
with a
160
30-foot
feet
diameter.
across. Right,
No,
80 feet across,
diameter,
right?
not radius.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
diameter. It's from
That's
end
what
to
he-
end.
80
That's what he
feet-
said.
Yeah, 80 feet. 80
You're
feet.
both,
it's
you're
80
both
feet
agreeing with
wide.
each other and
Diameter.
arguing over nothing.
This keeps happening.
This is how
You
we
said
are.
160 feet.
This is
That's
what
not
we
right,
do.
though.
No, he said it's 80 feet
No.
across, and then you said no diameter.
No, I
and
said 160. I said no, wait. And you said I said oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
It's
And you
80
went,
feet
"No."
across.
Yeah, you're like, for me anyway, it sounds like you're like lagging behind a little bit. It's weird. But anyway, so yeah, it's 80 feet across with a 30-foot like diameter
160
ritual
feet
circle
across.
in the middle.
Okay.
Damn it.
All right.
Yeah, the ritual circle alone is 30 feet.
Perfect.
Oh, damn. So it's a pretty
Yeah.
intricate circle. All right. Well, I vote we prepare for this because if she's coming through, we gotta
Yeah.
be ready.
Um,
And I prepare myself by looking at the sorcerer and the wizard, and going, "All right, do your thing." And I wait because I have nothing I can do ahead of time. I mean, unless I can. I should have just bought ball bearings, all my money, and just covered the entire room in ball bearings. The entire room be like, oh, just fucking like use spider walk to go over top of all of them.
Incredible. I could make things difficult terrain, but that doesn't seem helpful to us. Alright, I'm just gonna...
Well, if you use difficult terrain, I'm not slowed by it if I dash through it. It's only for dashing, though. I had to burn key
Just
points.
skate across the top of it.
Yeah. Well, here we go, guys.
What is that
I
voice?
sound every day.
It's definitely a voice.
It sure is.
It's the 14-year-old. It's the 13-year-old kid that plays Fortnite all day. That's the
Sounds like
voice.
he has fun.
What do you mean? Whoa! Why shoot somebody turns to a tower? It's bullshit.
I don't know how Fortnite works. Okay.
Not really while I'm 30.
Too much. Okay. What are you thinking, Jimmy?
Oh, nothing that I have prepared right now can actually be cast beforehand.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking about readying stuff. Like, you grab her, I do the orb, or what do we want? Or I can grab her.
I mean, do you want us to rest for 8 hours to get your
Nope,
spells
it does not
prepared?
matter.
Okay.
I think that once she appears, we can make a better plan then, because we really don't know what she's going to appear as or do.
It's gonna be hard to make a plan in the middle of a fight, but
Well,
okay.
then.
Sure. Okay. That's fine.
Then if we're ready, I will. If we're not going to do anything
Let's do
else, I will step forward and start working on the ritual.
All
I'll write
right.
out the names she has in Elvish and her intention to summon her, and then once I finish the ritual, I'm going to ready an action to, as she appears, cast my Hexblade's curse
I
on
would
her.
like to, as he finishes the ritual, cast Enlarge on myself so that I'm ready when she gets there.
As he finishes the ritual, I would like to cast Delayed Blast Fireball in the center of the ritual circle.
On me? No.
That's a 20-foot radius, right?
It's a 20-foot radius, and it lasts for a minute until I blow it up.
Okay.
And each
I can
round
always
that
do
it
that if
passes, it
necessary.
gains damage. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Jeepers.
So I think it can go up to.
Well,
It lasts for the minute, so. Yeah, at the end of each turn is not detonated, it gets an extra d6, so it'll get an extra 10d6 after the minute's over. So it'll be 22d6.
Jeez.
let me double check this. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think darkness would last long enough for me to cast it on myself and write out the ritual. I think it only lasts 1 minute. It lasts for 10. So would you accept that if I cast that beforehand, it would still be up when this person appears? It's your call on, because if not, I'll cast it afterwards. It doesn't make a huge bunch of difference to me.
Yeah, the ritual itself is literally just writing down, like, I want to summon her to this plane, and then saying all of her names out loud. So
And all the
to actually summon her, so it'll take you like 10 seconds to actually do that part. So you could write it down,
okay, then
cast the
I'll
spell,
cast.
and then
I'll cast it. I'll cast it beforehand, and then ready as an action, I will hex her when she comes out.
all right. So
So I have
she
it's a sphere of darkness around me, so no one can see anyways. And then I use my I write the spells down, and my ready to action is to bonus action Hexblade cast on her when
Gotcha.
she appears. Otherwise,
Where-
I finish the ritual.
Yeah. All right. So the ritual succeed or finishes. She is summoned into the middle of the circle. Where are you casting Delayed Blast Fireball?
I'd like to put the bead in the very center of the ritual circle.
That's exactly where she is. Did you cast it
Pierce
before
in
she
her
was
forehead?
actually summoned?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm casting it a minute before the ritual is done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that it can blow
So
up
in
when
theory,
I
by
can blow
the
it up
end, it
when
should
she
be-
appears.
Well, if she touches it, it automatically goes off. So literally, if you cast it there, as soon as she materializes, it goes off.
Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Hell yeah. We're kicking it off right off the
Hi,
bat.
lady.
Accumulated.
Who's ready for pain? I hope it's you.
All of us
Okay,
are.
and you cast
Definitely
it a
us.
minute
Cut
ahead
the
of
music.
time.
Uh-huh.
So that's 22d6.
Huh?
Holy shit!
Jesus.
All right.
Can we roll it and roll 20 for you?
I'm gonna roll it in D&D Beyond because I'm not gonna fucking
Okay.
do it
Yeah,
myself.
You're not
You
rolling
see-
the dice 22 times?
From you guys' perspective, like as soon as
It's the best day ever.
yes, as soon as Davik Morris finishes saying off her names, the paper that he had written her, your intentions to summon her down, kind of like turns to glass and shatters, and then the elf woman you saw in your dream earlier materializes in the center of the thing, and starts to enlarge herself, cackling, and literally as that happens, there's a flash of light. As Davik Moore casts Hexblade Curse, and Gom also enlarges
The
into
Hexblade
Gom's full
Curse is like
form.
it's like a shadow
You're
that
like,
kind of
ah!
surrounds her. And it just explodes like, ah, my eyes!
Do you want? She needs to make a
Precious to
dexterity
you!
saving throw.
Yeah, she does,
That
and
was
so
excellent.
she does, and so does Davik.
Oh, bye, Davik. We need you well.
25.
Oh, shit.
With evasion, I believe you just take nothing.
So I just go like, oh shit! Well, he's like, I'm gonna blow him up, and I'm like, I'm
Just
ready.
tuck and
Don't
roll.
worry. And she casts, and I just drop to the ground, and immediately spring back up and go like, iggity biggity boogity, and she gets fucking hexblade cursed.
Yeah. All right.
It's my knowledge.
While you're rolling that on
evasion
D&D
is
Beyond, I also
everything.
need you guys. I need you guys to roll initiative as
Yeah.
well.
What did she get her save? Sorry, I missed that bit.
Hold on, I'm adding you guys to the initiative, and then I'm going to roll her safe.
Okay.
What was our
Don't
bonus
forget
to
we-
initiative? You gotta. Yeah, sorry, Steven. Yes.
1d8.
Thank you, because my memory is broken.
Okay, you guys are in the initiative order. Let me roll her save. Oh my god. So that
It's
is
gonna be a sad fight. If we just run up and just beat the shit out of her in like 2 turns, she's like, please stop.
19. She got a 19 on her
become
saving
God.
throw.
Well, the 19 is the DC.
So she takes half of
Okay, so it was
22
the other
D.
version of. It was the other version of oh shit of oh fuck.
Yeah, 22 D6. She takes half, right?
It sounds like it. Let's see what the roll is gonna be, baby. See if my computer crashes from all the dice.
I'm so
That's
high.
a lot of fucking dice, my guy. 84 damage.
42.
Most excellent.
Oh, yeah. It's 42 is
I'm
what
gonna
you
go use
rolled?
the bathroom
I
really
rolled
quick.
84.
84. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
she takes 42 points of fire
It
damage.
takes 42.
Hello.
I rolled a 14 for my initiative. I'm gonna use the restroom really quick.
Gotcha.
Hello, Miss Darkness Glass. Shadow
Uh,
Glass.
Queen
Let's
bitch.
see, 14 initiative. I'm gonna need Gom's initiative.
Gom got 16. Gom is elated.
And Time Wizard.
29.
Jeez.
That was a disadvantage because the advantage would have gotten me the natural 20, and I could have gotten 32.
That's absurd.
It
All right,
is.
well, Time Wizard, you still get to go first.
Hello.
It's me. I'm wizard.
It is indeed me. Let's see what I could do to her.
Bet it's brutal.
I sure hope so. That's probably my biggest damaging spell that I can do right now. We'll see.
Well, yeah, I would think so. I think, honestly, it would almost have to be.
I
Sorry,
am
my
going to
body's
cast
ready.
Slow and affect the area, the 40-foot cube that she is in.
Cool.
Please put it farther away
I think
from
I
me.
can choose the people that it affects because it's up to 6 creatures, so I'm going to only affect her.
I'm only going to affect the monk.
So she needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Gotcha. Slow concentration. Okay, let's succeed. Up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. Wisdom save for the Princess of Shadow Glass. So as after the explosion finishes, she's still standing there like singed, but now instead of the like kind of bright and bubbly Eladrin-esque elf you saw earlier, she's now a 9-foot tall elf, just jet black all the way down, with like shadow hair and like a cloak that just seems to be made entirely of wispy smoke, and with like green
she's edgy
fire
too.
burning in her eyes.
Oh god. Kaiju fight.
She is going to use her legendary resistance to succeed on the save for slow.
Aw. That's unfortunate. Guess what that I can do though, Alan?
What's that?
I'm pretty sure that I can force her to fail it.
How?
Convergent future. I can make her save one number less than it needs to be.
Hate to break it to you, but that's not how legendary saves work. She failed the save and then chose to succeed.
That's
Mhm.
Yeah,
unfortunate.
they always get to succeed if they want to succeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if she rolled it, you could always choose
Yeah.
that option.
That's
probably.
unfortunate.
She did roll it
But legendary
and then
resistance is
chose to
literally just like-
succeed.
legendary, yeah, you roll it, you're like, I failed.
And then I'm like,
they
I
choose to
choose to
succeed.
make them fail. If only.
Not God yet.
Not yet, but soon.
All
Not
right.
yet.
Are you doing?
We're en route.
Are you
Yeah,
doing
that's my
anything else?
action. Nope.
All right. At the end of your turn, she's going to take a legendary action. Her shadow is going to reach out of the ground and make 2 claw attacks against Davik.
Inconvenient.
Can she see me in the darkness, though?
It's bright light in here.
I'm in darkness, though.
Did you cast darkness?
Yeah, I
Oh, you
cast it
did.
before the. I asked if she could see. So she probably knows I'm in there, but
Also, can shadows exist?
I'm still
in
inside
darkness?
my.
No,
Darkness
it can't.
is magic. That's the caveat.
That ability does not work while she is in darkness. She can. She's
gonna
not
say
tall enough
shadows,
to
man.
see out of the darkness, but she can see through
No,
it.
no, the darkness isn't affecting her because if she's in the middle of that thing, right? You said it was
Yeah.
30 feet across, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
My darkness only goes 3 squares in front of me, so she sees a big fucking blob of darkness, and I'm in the middle of it, but she can't see me technically inside of it. She's not in darkness because if it's 30 feet across, she'd be outside of it, right? Because I'm on the edge.
Yeah,
of it,
you're right. Yeah.
Or she'd be at the very. She'd be either
She's
be
in
at the
the
very edge of it,
center.
or she'd be outside of it. Yeah, so she'd be outside of it. She's safe. I can't. My darkness isn't affecting her yet, but if I move 1 square forward, then I'm hitting her. So I'm
Yeah.
inside the darkness. She can't see it, but otherwise, whatever.
She's going to use her legendary action then to teleport into the very center of the darkness sphere. So she is right
So
behind
it's just
you.
me and her next to each other. Okay.
Yeah, so you hear her whisper in your ear, "You think you can betray me?"
This is inconvenient.
This isn't a betrayal. we never
Right.
agreed to do anything. All this is a direct and deliberate attack.
Sure. Either way, it is lair action. One of the glass panes behind Time Wizard is going to explode outwards, and then kind of get sucked in a swirling vortex. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh no. Anyway. 14.
14. You are sucked into the vortex.
Let's see. I am going to use Chronal Shift.
What's that do?
It allows me to, after I see whether a roll succeeds or fails, and anyone who makes an ability check, saving throw, or attack roll, I can force them or myself to reroll.
Okay. Is there a penalty or a limited use on that?
It's twice per long rest.
Gotcha.
I got an 18.
You still fail. You're still sucked
No.
in.
Lord above.
You are going to take 5 points of necrotic damage and are basically like shot out of another glass pane on the other side of the room.
Oh,
Oh.
that's less bad. I thought I was definitely gonna be trapped in the mirror forever.
No.
Okay.
Gum.
That was less intense than I expected it to be.
Big Gum, you're up.
Gum is inconvenienced. Because I can't see her
I-
or my friend, yes?
I will yell. She's in the middle of the square with me at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, see, that's what's inconvenient.
Doesn't help, but
That's
I
why
yell
I'm
it.
inconvenienced. That's specifically.
I like that I've just had my PHP open on the exhaustion page for this entire thing. This is the most I've used the exhaustion rules in months.
Yeah.
Gum is inconvenienced. Alright. Ah, for fuck's sake. I had a plan, and then as soon as she moved in there, I have no plan. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to. I honestly don't know. Literally run my plan. Okay, I will. Nope, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Can't do anything. Gonna kill my friend. Alright. That won't work because I can't see her. I literally can't do anything if I can't see her except smack her. I'm gonna go in there too and try to find her via my hands.
Okay, go ahead and make me attack roll at disadvantage.
Cool. 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 15?
15 does not hit.
Yeah,
The
who would have
swing goes
guessed?
wide. Actually,
Hmm.
Davik, you see Gom come wandering in, swinging her little like claws around wildly, and you have to duck
To the left.
underneath of it.
To
And
the
you're like,
left.
shit.
No, right. You're right. You're left.
Gom is annoyed.
Anything else, Gom?
annoyed. I don't think Gom can really do anything.
All right, legendary action. The princess is going to make an attack against just a claw attack against Davik.
All right.
Ooh, that's only a 15.
My AC is 19. So she
So
knows
yeah,
she
you-
can see me then, right?
Yeah, she can clearly see you. Like you
Oh, the minute she sees me,
kind
I
of
just
turn to
drop- I drop
look.
the darkness instantaneously.
Okay, yeah, you kind of turn to look, and you see her look straight back at you, and then rake at you with her claws, and you just kind of like,
Oh yeah,
Drop
so
back.
I drop darkness as a free action.
okay,
Yikesy.
all right, and with that, it will be Davik's turn.
All right, so I'm going to take some swings at her. Yeah, I don't know what to do. My bonus action, I'm going to hex her. I'm going
Okay.
to make the save, or the check she has disadvantage on strength, and then I am going to attack her twice.
Okay,
Ooh, these are not good rolls. 12. Let me re-roll this one because it rolled off the table, and a 15.
12 and 15, neither hit.
All right,
She
then
kind
I
of
will
like dances out of the
move-
way, cackling.
Then I will move 65 feet away in the middle of the bright light.
Okay. Yeah, now that darkness is gone, like you guys saw earlier, the crystal, the ceiling's paneled with these crystals that are emitting like bright, basically sunlight.
You are thwarted. Your mortal enemy.
And then that is the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Well, with that, it will be her turn. She's going to. You said you moved 65 feet away.
Yes.
She's gonna kind of like cackle still a little bit, and kind of like, because there's those glass panes in each of the little nooks where all the little tables and everything is. She's gonna kind of like point her hands back, and two of the glass panes are gonna like dissolve a little bit, and come up next to her and reform in mirror images of herself.
Perfect.
Annoying.
And with that, it would be top of the board. Time Wizard.
Now that she has revealed herself to me, things will change. I am going to try to cast slow again.
Okay. So, what kind of save? Wisdom?
Saves.
Wisdom save.
That is a 19.
She again passes. Just fucking barely.
Do anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay. Layer action. The glass that just spat you out is going to explode, but instead of becoming a vortex, I need you to make a dex save.
Good lord. 7.
For who?
17.
Oh, that was for John. I thought you said for me for a
Uh,
second.
That is a fail.
Alan, what are the DCs on these saves? Are they higher than I'm able
Higher
to
than
actually make?
17. No, you can make it.
Because I don't feel like the need to roll if I can't make it.
No, you can definitely make it. You just
Okay.
didn't make it. You're just...
All right.
All right. So the shards of glass explode outwards, dealing 12 points of piercing damage to you.
All right.
And it will be Gom's turn.
So there's 3 of her now.
There's 4 of her. There's 3 duplicates and her.
It's time.
I'm so bad at math.
I misspoke. I had to read the spell and be like, oh, there's another one.
Yes, of course.
36 copies.
Perfect. So where are they in relation to
Roughly like 5-ish feet from you. Like they're in melee range to you right now.
in what direction?
Kind of like
Either side, on one side, in a circle?
In front.
Just in a line in front of me?
there's just like a cube of her.
Most excellent. Okay. How many could I catch in a line
They're
30
technically-
feet long and 5 feet wide?
They're technically all in the same space.
Oh, all of them. Okay, I don't think this will work, but let's try it. Let's do a 5th, why not, level, Tasha's Caustic Brew, but I'm going to use my meta magic to make it poison instead of acid. And I need a dex save from them.
Dex save. All right. That is a 26 dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed. Okay, cool. So she takes half. Yeah, she'll take half of that. Yeah. Okay, so that's only 5d4. Which isn't ideal. Yeah. Okay, so that's 8, 10, 13, 17.
17 poison damage.
No, acid. I changed it. Oh, wait, plus 4. 17 plus 4, 21 acid damage. Or, not acid, poison. Poison damage. I changed it to poison. Sorry.
17
Get
plus
mixed
4,
up between
21
like, what actually
halved.
isn't what I changed it. No.
Halved, right?
No, I did. So it's... Wait. Hold on. I'm confusing myself for, like, no reason.
You're also confusing me.
Yeah, I'm just literally for no reason confused. I'm trying to think, like, 3 steps ahead of myself for, like, no reason. Or... Oh, no, it just doesn't take anything if she passes?
Playing 4D chess with
yeah, I'm
myself.
literally being an idiot. I've been looking at so many spells, and I can't remember which one's which. Oh, yeah, she just doesn't take anything, I guess. Yeah, she's fine. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I was thinking of... Oh, yeah, I was thinking of the
Oh
other
yeah,
one.
because it takes. Yeah, she dodges it entirely,
Ugh.
and then at the beginning of her turn, she would have taken damage.
Yeah, I was flipping between that vitriolic sphere and then forgot which one I landed on, and it was the wrong one. Okay.
All right,
well,
so she
I'm
takes
an
no
idiot.
damage
Sorry,
as
guys.
her and all of her mirror duplicates dive underneath of it.
Ooh, sorry.
And then, as a legendary action at the end of that, she's going to use her shadow to attack you twice with her claw, with its
Is she still in the
claws.
bright light though?
Yeah, cool. Great. That's fine.
Yeah, provided she's in bright or dim light. Didn't work in the darkness because there's no shadow, but out here
Right.
she's good.
True.
All right, so 2 attacks against you. One is only going to be a 15. The other one is a crit.
Well, I have 14 AC, so
Oh, well, okay. They both hit you then.
yeah. Let's not forget I'm terrible.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to do the crit first. "19 points of psychic damage
Oh, okay.
as the shadow hits you. And
Yep.
then the not crit is going to be 13 points of psychic damage.
Cool.
And
That's
then it
excellent.
is Davik's turn.
All right. Then I will.
Oh, sorry, real
block
quick.
65
I need
feet up to-
you to make a concentration saving throw twice for
Mm.
enlarge.
You're absolutely correct.
DC here should be 14.
Okay. Well, I got.
You have advantage because of Warcaster.
Yeah, I know. So I
Then
got.
while she's doing that, I'll roll up to her.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll roll up to her, and I will do my my full gamut of attacks. I'll spend 1 key point, and I will do flurry of blows. So I attack her 4 times, unless I have advantage from flanking. Then I just get 4 straight d20s.
No, we're not going to do flanking. So it's 4 straight attacks. I'm going to roll for her mirror duplicates. So this must roll a 6. Okay. All right. So the first attack hits her.
So I got. I mean, where the stats are, because one I'm pretty sure is a miss. 25, 24, 16, and 21. So I'm pretty sure
25,
one of
24,
those is just a
16,
flat
21.
out. I'm pretty sure the 16 is a miss.
All right, we'll do them in that order. So the first one hits her. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so one hit her. Okay. That is 19 damage,
Nice.
and I'll try to stun her. See if I can do anything with it. She's
Okay.
make a
so
con save.
con save 11.
Okay, so she is stunned.
Ooh.
She's going to choose to succeed.
So
Yeah.
okay, so she succeeds one of the things. Okay. Second attack was a 24.
It's a duplicate. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, so that one's in.
It still hits, and it just shatters into glass and falls to the ground.
Okay, so that one just doesn't do any damage. Last
Yep.
one was
The
a
third
16.
attack misses entirely, and then you had a fourth attack, which was a 21, which
21.
hit. Let's see. She has 2 duplicates left. That one hits a duplicate and also just shatters it.
Okay. So she has 1 duplicate left, and she burned a
Actually, hold on.
to succeed.
The 16 would have broken another duplicate. Even though it doesn't hit her, it hits the duplicate.
Okay, so she has no duplicates left, and I burned.
She's got 1 duplicate. Hold
one
on,
of
let me see
her
for that last
mirror
one.
image. That's
Yeah,
21.
you broke all 3 of her mirror images.
Nice.
Okay, so
and
I
hit her
shattered
once.
those out, and I burned up one of her saves. I'll take it as a net positive. Then I'll move 45 feet away. We'll say this time.
Okay. All right.
And
it's gonna.
Oh, I forgot. I hit her one time. So I need to roll my hex damage, which is only an extra d6. I
Oh,
have
right.
hex on her, so
Yeah.
she takes an extra 5 points of. I don't think it's any specific type of damage.
What
But
about Hexblade's
yeah, so she
curse?
takes an extra 5 points of damage. It only triggers at a
factor-
19 or 20 for crits. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything.
Gotcha.
Wait, no, I think.
So
it's,
how much
is it-
extra
is
damage
it
was
the
that?
Strike. Wait, 1. It's 10 extra damage. 5 from Hexblade's curse. 5 from the hex.
There we go.
Nice.
Now we're thinking.
That's what the class does some pretty decent damage. Is when you stack everything you have up on somebody, You can hit them, and each attack does an extra 10, up to 12 points of damage, which is
Yeah.
pretty baller. So yes, that's the end of my turn. I move 45 feet away, like I said. That's it.
Okay. She's going to use her legendary action that she has left to. God, 45 feet. She's not going to do anything. All right, but it is her turn next. She's going to point at you, and the glass from her mirror images is going to swarm over in a little tornado around you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. Davik.
Who is that for? Davek? Okay. 23.
Yeah, you succeed and take no damage because of evasion. You just kind of
Okay, that's what
backflip out of the way.
Okay.
And then she's gonna scowl in anger at the end of her turn, and the glass is all gonna kind of like melt into a vapor, or I guess melt into a liquid and then evaporate, and then reform in the panes of glass on the walls.
No wonder she is the Princess of Glass.
And with that, it will
I'm
be
gonna
top of the
say
order.
as a free action, try taking out the panels.
Time Wizard, you're up.
I am going to cast Haste on friend Davik.
On the other three of us.
Oh dear God. A hasted
A
monster.
buff with haste.
Remember, you have a +2 to your AC, advantage on the dexterity
Yeah, you
saving
got
throws,
weird-
which is the big one,
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah,
and the
that's a nice
extra
one, too.
attack action, or extra
And I
action.
think it also doubles your speed.
Yeah, it
doesn't
also
it?
does that.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's
130
Go
freaking
feet
right
around.
terrifying.
Gotta go somewhat quicker. Must go fast.
The extra action can only be used to attack with one weapon
Yeah.
only. Dash, disengage, hide, or use an option or use an object. just
Use that
just
option.
dash, just sprint around the room like 8 times.
It's like the Flash when he
Just running
builds
around
up
in a circle.
that
It's like,
strength for
I
the
can't
punch. He just
stop him.
runs around the earth a couple times. So he's just gonna run around the room and then.
No, but really, he could use his extra action to dash, doubling you to like what? Like, what's your current speed?
65, so double it to 130. Right, that's
130,
just
Then
the
you double it
basic
again.
Thing.
and then you
Dash-
double it again
dash
as a
is
dash,
260.
and then
And
you use Step of the Wind to double it
Yeah.
again.
And then you use your extra action to dash, so you could do
Yeah,
3
that'd
dashes.
be a tabaxi. Yeah.
So
Why?
eventually, you just run infinite speed.
Why not?
How fast do you go? Fast enough that I run around in a big circle and then end by running into the opponent, obliterating myself and them as I've broken the sound barrier and hit them at a full speed punch.
I think that's
You just hear the
acceptable.
background, just punch her across the face, just explode her into pieces. Like, got her.
Fuck. All right. And that'll be my turn.
Must go quickly.
Sorry, repeat that. You hasted the.
And that's
what?
it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she's going to teleport over to you,
Mm.
Rude.
and that's it. Just materializes in front of you.
Hello.
All right, I'll be
Uh,
going.
Lair action,
Like-
she's
like
going
you
to
take?
shove you into the glass as it vortexes again. Make me a strength saving throw.
Mm. You're quite rude. 13.
13, you fail.
Don't forget you have 50 healing potions.
You
What do you do
take-
on your turn?
You take 15 points of necrotic damage and are pooped out by another pane of glass somewhere else.
Mm. Just somewhat
Gum.
comforting.
Gum, you're up.
All right. Dom is again annoyed. So she's how far from everybody else?
She's 30 feet away from you, about 80 feet from. So when she teleported over and pushed him through the glass again,
Yeah,
she
he went
basically
at another end. I literally want numbers.
Yeah.
That's all.
30
then-
feet from you, like 45, 50-ish feet from Davik.
Feel like it's gonna be worth it because she's just gonna fucking leave it. I'm annoyed. Okay. Okay. We'll just do that. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. It's gonna be great. Okay, let's vitriolic sphere her real quick.
Okay.
4th level. So I'm going to again metamagic it to poison.
Okay.
And I need her. No, because she's got a goddamn dex save. Yeah, but at least this one she takes damage. Okay, we'll do that. I talked myself back
So-
into it. Don't worry, guys.
So
I
what
know
does she
I'm
have to
doing.
do?
Make me a dex save. I make an intelligence save to learn my character.
19.
Well, that's very inconvenient. Okay, so it would have been 29, so that gets halved.
All right, 15.
Yeah.
She takes 15 points of poison damage as you let out a
Freaking
ball
something.
of blue. You Hadouken her with radiation.
Yes, I would like to Hadouken her with radiation. And then I'll make my way towards a window pane.
Okay. It's easy enough. They're pretty much all over the room as long as you're not in the center of the room.
Yeah. And
All right. Cool. Davik, you're up.
yeah.
All right, I aggressively walk towards her,
Okay.
and then I gotta go quickly.
Must move.
And I run at her. Must move fastly. And I move at her, and I will burn another key point and hit her 5 times, technically. All right, ready for all these?
Oh yeah.
26,
Yes.
23, 14, 14, 19.
So the 19 and above hit.
Okay, so that's 3 hits. All right, so 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Don't forget to add plus 10 to each of these.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. None of these are a critical hit either, so it doesn't do anything. Hex is, I think, 1d6. Let me double check that because I haven't used a warlock in 5 years. Yep, it's 1d6 necrotic. All right, okay. These out of the way. 4, 9, 11 points of necrotic damage, if that matters at all. I somehow lost a dice in there. I genuinely don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. It fell on my pants.
So many dice.
11, 15. So do you want the whole number, like everything
Yeah,
together?
Just
Okay, I'll do
the
that,
whole
yeah.
number.
Let me do that in a second. 11, 15, 21, 25, 23, plus 10 for each of those. So plus 30 is 53 damage. And then I move back 50 feet away from her.
She scowls, and you can see some cracks, like actual cracks forming along her like face and arms that you can see.
Nice.
And then that is the end of my turn.
Cool. I don't know what I want her to do.
Nothing is fun.
Does this
Have you
recharge?
considered nothing?
It does not recharge.
It's good to hear.
She's going to like raise her hands, and a shard of glass is going to, or like the wispy like shadow from her cloak is going to convalesce into like a blade in each hand, and she's going to throw both of them at Davik, I guess, because he hasn't been hit yet. And she's mad at him for just beating the crap out of her.
Remember, you have a
Question.
plus 2
Are
to
they
AC.
ranged
Remember that.
attacks?
They are ranged attacks.
Yep.
Catch them!
Yep.
Catch them!
Okay. Well, first, if they hit, I can use that reaction to reduce the damage.
Throw them back.
Yes.
So I have
so
21
the
AC.
the first one's a 14 to hit.
Okay, so I just go like,
Second one's a
and
26.
then the second one. Okay, then I will use my reaction for whatchamacallit. Let me actually find it. I have an entire fucking list of
Reflect.
shit I
It's
have
like
to go
the-
through to figure out where it's at. Deflect missiles. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's 1d10 plus dex. So roll damage, and I reduce that damage.
Hold on. What's the minimum number it'll be reduced by?
Well, I just rolled a 1, so this is what's going to matter. So it's 1 plus 5, which is 6, plus monk level, which is 12. So I can reduce it by 18 damage.
That's minimum.
Minimum is 18.
This does nothing to you.
Because
You
it's
catch it.
1d10 plus dex, so 1d10 is 1, right? So 1 plus 5 is 6.
Plus
monk level.
Yeah,
It's
14.
12. It's 12. I only have 12 levels of monk.
Oh, because
I
yeah,
have 2
okay.
levels of warlock. So I reduce it by 18. So I just go like and catch it out of the air. Like go.
Yeah.
I throw it back at her with my 1 key point. It's the same
Okay.
attack roll that she has, if I'm not mistaken. let me double check it because I haven't actually used it in a long time.
Brings back memories.
This poor archfey.
Nah, fuck her.
Just fucking gets bodied by a fucking 4'10" manlet. Deflect missiles. Reduce the damage to 0. You catch the missile small enough for you to hold in one hand. So is it small enough for me to hold? Because
It
she's a
is.
large creature, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
can
I
still
can
hold it
catch
in one
it.
hand. You make this attack with
One
proficiency
key point.
regardless of your weapon proficiency. The missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack, which has a normal range of
Okay.
20 feet and a long range of 60. So
So
you
it
can
is
throw
plus
it
10
back.
to hit then.
She's far enough away that it'll be at disadvantage to you,
Okay.
but you can
Then
throw
I'll
it back
still
at
throw
her.
it back because it's fucking hilarious if it does hit. 17 to hit.
That hits. You
So
found
I
her
go-
AC.
She throws it, I just go right in front of my face and go. Like I flip it in my fingers and just go, huh. And then just throw it back. So just you can roll the damage unless you want me to.
It's a monk weapon.
No, because you roll it. It counts as a monk weapon.
So it's a D8, then that's all.
I think do you get to add your hex to this too?
And
Let's say
Hexblade's
yes.
Curse.
Yeah, because you just hit her with the hex.
And don't worry, I rolled pretty poorly for this.
It's beautiful.
3 plus 13 damage.
13.
13 total. Yeah, I rolled a 2 for the D8 damage, 1 for my hex, and then I get plus 10 from the Hexblade's Curse and from my normal stats.
Oh my god.
Let's go
So,
catch
alright.
it, just throw it back, and go like, no, we're not playing this game today.
And
Only
because of the
one of
nature
us
of the
can
attack,
be the master of the shadows.
because of the nature of the attack, she needs to make a con save. Which she fails. She is poisoned until the end of next turn.
Idiot.
Oh my god. This
This class, I'm loving this build.
It's beautiful.
Sick.
it's pretty good. I think she has disadvantage on ability checks. and
Yeah,
attack
poison
rolls.
disadvantage and ability checks and attack rolls.
Now we are equals.
Oh, yeah, until the end of her next turn. Okay, cool. Top of the leader,
Jesus
top of the board.
Christ.
She's gonna run back into the middle of the room, and it's Time Wizard's turn.
Oh, God.
No, please, no. As the monk's just like,
We are your gods now.
I still have 6 key points left. That's the horrifying part about this.
It just keeps going. Never stops.
The train has no brakes. There is only Gouda. Sweet, sweet Gouda. My favorite kind of cheese.
I am going to speak a word of power and activate my Pearl of Power so I can get a 3rd level spell slot back.
Cool.
And that's all I'm going to do.
All right. She's going to take her legendary action to face step up to Davik. So
All
she
right.
teleports right up to Davik.
It's time.
As a layer action, the pane of glass next to Gom that Gom walked up to is going to explode. I need Gom
Yep.
to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Most excellent. Unnatural 20?
Unnatural 20, you succeed.
Yeah, she can go fuck herself. Tell her I said that.
John, you missed the DC earlier by 1.
I know.
You're like, can I make this? Yes, you can. All
Gotta
right,
roll
so you're
well.
still gonna take.
Sucks.
Caveat.
You are, however, gonna take half damage from the shards of glass.
No, I don't want to.
That's a damn
No.
shame. 13 halved to 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. And then I gotta make my con save.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah. And then
Most fine.
it's Gom's turn then.
Hey, what up? I'm
The glass
Gom.
in front of you
she-
is now shattered.
Alright, well, screw that.
Hold up, it's your girl Gom
Gom here.
coming to you live from the middle of this
This
hellscape.
fucking room. She's 60 feet from me.
She
Within
is
60 feet.
yeah, probably.
Okay, good. Ray of Sickness. I'm going to roll 2 hit Hua. Yeah, that's 27. I'm
Yeah, that'll
casting it.
hit.
I am casting it at yeah, I meant to do 7th level. Because I want her to go fuck herself. I want her to die forever. I want her dead forever. That's gonna be 8d8 of poison damage. Okay, so that's 10. That's
It's extending the poison.
yeah. I was like, you know what? Screw this. 19, 23.
She failed her con save, by the way, so she is poisoned now until the end of your next turn.
Jesus, this
Good.
poor woman.
Why this poor woman? 20, only 27.
Only 27 points of poison damage. I'm surprised
Yeah.
you haven't
Say
dropped to that
something.
radi. I'm surprised you haven't nuked her yet.
She's gonna
I would
teleport.
I would say something, but I know the minute I do, my luck's gonna turn south immediately. So I'm not gonna say shit until the end of this fucking fight.
Just,
All right. Well, as
everything
a
I do, she's just gonna move out of the way. So like, I'm having a real hard time here.
as another legendary action, her shadow is going to attack at disadvantage Davik twice.
Yeah.
Davik,
You can still hit me.
probably not.
21 is my AC.
Nope. And nope. Highest there was an 18. Davik, you're up.
I'm still too fast, 7 furious. That I will burn a key point and beat the living shit out of this woman with 5 attacks.
I shudder to think what you guys' other party is going to look like at this level.
36 duplicates.
So broken. Can't wait.
25, 23, 13, 17, and 13 again.
3 hits.
Okay, so 3 hits, 3d8s, 3d6s. Okay. 14, 18, 20, 22, plus 30 is 52 points of damage.
Oh my god. She's
I
looking
just go like punch, 2 kicks, and I'm like, my work here is done. And I move 65 feet away.
the cracks under her are getting like they're just like spider webbing out more and more. They're getting worse.
I turn to the party who's like covered in like glass cuts and shards, and like in pain. Go like, we're doing it. We're doing very well.
We are, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, we're doing great.
Feeling fine.
She's gonna let out a scream of frustration and throw more shattered glass. 1 at Time Wizard, 1 at Gum.
Come on.
Time Wizard does a crit hit you.
Not if I make her re-roll it. Which I will.
Can you do that?
Chronal shift,
Yeah.
re-roll it.
Yes, told you.
How
guys.
many
the
times can you
restroom?
do that?
None now, but
No, not anymore,
Alright.
but I could.
This many times exactly.
I do not like this timeline. I scream.
Oh,
I will
sorry.
move to
Hold on.
another one.
before you use it, this is still a disadvantage. So that would have that's only a 17 to hit.
Yeah, still roll it.
Still not.
That's even better.
With disadvantage? Because you have to re-roll the whole thing.
It's a 26 in the
Okay,
new
well, it's
timeline.
Oh well.
All right,
I
so
checked. They're all mad.
Yeah.
it's gonna take 10 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a con save.
All right. Question: is this the one to be poisoned?
Yes.
Okay, I get advantage.
Do you?
Yep.
For what?
For being warforged and made of metal.
Nice.
I also have resistance to poison damage, which is why this is such a great team.
Fair enough.
That's
I wish
going
I
to
would've
be
known
a
that.
crit. So that's a natural 20, which I add a +2 to.
You are not poisoned.
Indeed, I am not.
And to hit Gum, that is, she rolled the same number twice. That is a 19 to hit you.
Yeah, I'll do her.
And that's going to be max 13 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a con save.
Okay. 23.
You are also not poisoned.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
She still is, though, because ray of sickness. Top of the order, a time wizard.
We have such
Poisoned by
power.
her own blade, and then ray of sickness. That's just so rude.
Shouldn't have stepped us.
Shouldn't have.
You stepped to her.
Shouldn't have stepped
Shouldn't have
back.
responded. Yeah. Should have just
This
laid
is
on the
like,
ground
all
and
right, you
died
guys,
like
the
a good
masters
girl.
of darkness, and I'm like, dabs intensify.
Oh God. I'm just gonna fucking cast magic missile at 6th level.
Sick.
Okay. Sure.
How many missiles do I get for that one?
Pew, 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 pew,
So
pew.
it starts with 3, and I get 5, so 8.
That's, yep.
Yeah,
Good arithmeticking.
You said what level?
6th. Pretty sure that's 8.
3 + 5 is 8. Can confirm. I know exactly that much.
Yeah.
8. All right. All that is me freezing time and walking up directly to her and punching her in the face.
Just tiny
8
knuckles.
times. Just. All right.
Cool.
Oh, come on. There's one die that's stuck on top of the others, and it won't just give me the total. There we go. That's 25 plus 8.
33.
Or 33.
33
Wow.
force damage from me forcefully hitting her in the face.
All right.
There's a reason it took me 5 years to get out of college.
Hey, man. That's 5's the perfect number.
So she staggers backwards slightly under the barrage of hits.
Yay.
I
we're
don't
doing
think
it.
she's close enough to teleport to anyone. She can't hit anybody. She'll teleport back to the middle of the room as a legendary action. Lair action. Another glass vortex. So the glass that Gom was standing next to that exploded earlier is going to reform. And then the
Cool.
glass that's closest to Davik is going to try to suck him in. I need him to make a strength save.
Strength save. Haha. Strength is
Only
not
make you
good.
feel something this
10.
10 fails.
10.
You will feel something this fight.
Alan, I would
And
check the
that's
stream
something-
because my internet's derping.
How's it look, John?
I mean, it's working for me.
Okay, cool. Just
Cool.
want to make sure.
Yeah, that's something you feel is only going to be 10 points of necrotic damage as you're picked up by the vortex and spat out on the other side of the room.
Is it
Gum.
130 feet away from her?
It's exactly
room's
40 feet away from
160.
her. You're 40 feet away from her.
Incredible.
I can always find you.
Yeah, I think your max speed right now at like if you really wanted to is what,
It's
520?
130. It's doubled, right?
No,
Yeah.
if you chose
it's
if you
like, oh, where
dashed
are
as
you?
every action available to you, it's like 520.
Yeah. There is no escape.
No, because he could dash 3 times.
Yeah. Dash wants to so it is
Oh god, why are we doing this again?
We can talk about it later. We can talk about it later.
It's
So
it's
boring.
action,
1040.
bonus action,
Yeah, I was gonna say because you
haste
double it
action.
each time.
It's
a
all
lot.
it's
I,
three.
for-
Oh,
I
no.
forgot it's
Power.
by default. I forgot it's already doubled by default by haste. So yeah, 1040. You have 1040 feet of movement
Run forever.
at your disposal if you want to do
1040p.
nothing else in your turn.
1040p of movement. Gotta go fast.
Anyway,
All right, Gom, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do a 6th level dragon's breath on myself
Oh my god, if he was a
with the
tabaxi
type
monk.
poison.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'd have 18 decks then. That's the caveat, isn't
Mm.
it?
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm
All right.
gonna
Oh shit!
yeah.
What?
Forgot I need to do something
Oh,
really
shit.
quick. I have to go grab
All right.
my
Okay.
backyard.
So that's a bonus
Jeremy.
action, right?
It's a bonus action. I'm gonna get within 15. Oh wait, where is she? Oh, she moved.
She's in
No,
the middle of
not
the
that far
room.
from me.
She's
yeah,
40.
which is basically where I was.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move within 15 feet of her.
Okay.
And I'm going to spew her with poison.
Okay.
7
What kind of save is that?
d6s of poison. It's a dex save, which is not great for me because she'll be fine.
She's still poisoned, right?
Oh yeah, she is.
She has
Sucks to be her.
disadvantage on. I think that. I don't think that. I think that's just ability checks. I don't think that affects saving throws.
We can pretend.
yeah. Can always pretend.
Poison attack rolls and ability checks, and then that poison goes away at the end of this turn, which is lovely. However, she rolled a 4 plus 16.
Yes! Yes! It's 17.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Melt her.
Only 25. Oh, plus 4,
Only-
29.
29 points of poisoning damage. She's looking very rough.
Yeah.
That it for you?
Yes.
All right.
Spew my atomic breath. Everything I wanted.
You're just out of range of Shadow Strike. It's Davik's turn.
Oh no, Davik.
Can't find him. He's hidden
Oh no.
in the darkness.
He's gone.
He's
Where
still
could
running
he be?
circles on the walls. He's running across the mirrors horizontally, just around the room. A fucking Hadron Collider.
He's got to run around.
Oh
to
my
build
God.
up the speed force.
So yeah,
so that
right
we
now
can
he's
do whatever.
right now he's got what 65 feet of
MacGuffin.
movement.
Oh my God.
Hasted to 130.
Yeah.
He could dash that to 260.
Dash
Second
again.
action, dash that to 540, and then step of the wind, dash that to 10. No. 260, 520. Step of the wind, dash that to 1040. And then if he was a tabaxi, he could tabaxi double that to 2,080 feet of movement per round.
It's disgusting.
So that's
Awesome. Welcome to Math Cast.
Alright, I am
kids.
returned. I left my.
hey, how's it going?
my
We're trying to
pellet
figure out.
in the backyard.
Oh.
Rain. That's why it was an issue.
Shift.
That's 346 feet per second. I don't know what that translates to in
It's a lot of fucking.
miles per hour.
It's a lot of feet, my man.
It's plenty.
Well,
She finally failed a dex save.
346 is 235.9 miles per hour according to Google.
that's not as fast as I
Right.
thought, but that's still
So-
pretty fast.
Yeah, if you were a tabaxi and you were hasted and had all these other bonus dashes
yeah.
at your disposal, and as well as tabaxi movement, you'd be going 235 miles per hour.
Oh, 200. I thought you said I didn't. That's really fast.
Yeah,
That's
I
very
was like,
fast.
how fast do you need?
I
John?
thought he said. I
That's-
thought he said
that's faster
35.
than
And
I
I was like,
can
oh, that's
jog
like
in real
nothing.
life.
No, that's like supercar speed. You're just like,
Yeah, it sure is. Jesus Christ.
That's faster than I can run in real life.
son of a bitch is like
Whoa,
0 to
really?
60 and how fast?
Just a little. I can run. The math. I think it's like 4 miles an hour. It's not good. If I ran for an hour, I could get in 6 miles. So I can run 10 miles an hour. And then that's a lie. I could probably run like 5.5.
Yeah.
And I can run 1 mile an hour.
Devik, it's your turn.
Well,
She's looking very
I
rough. She's in
aggressively-
the middle of the circle. She just got poison breathed by Gum's atomic breath.
got this handful of d20s here, and I'm gonna walk 100 and whatever feet I have to. It's 40 feet away, right? So I walk 40 feet up, and I just walk towards her, and I go, "Here it comes."
I just want to imagine her just sprinting in circles.
But no, I walk in a straight line because I need to move 80 feet away from her
Oh
afterwards.
God.
My person goes like does one of those things. They go like, and just walks. But it's very quick. He walks up, and I punch her 5 times.
Okay.
I've got 4 key points left after this, and 16, 16, 19. Okay, that one's good. Natural 20, and a 21.
3 hits, 1 crit.
Okay, let's roll the crit first. That's 2d8, 2d6. That's 10, 15, 23, plus 10 is 33 damage for the crit.
And she's unconscious.
I just go up and just like,
Yo.
pop her once, drops down, and I'm like, I did it.
You just kick her a couple times. Zirian materializes back through the door, and he's like, "Now finish the ritual."
I turn off all the
I
candles.
forgot. Oh yeah,
Blow all
yeah.
the candles out.
I was like,
Wait,
I'm
wait,
thinking
wait.
about whether I want to or not. Maybe
I am
just
very
turn it off
quick.
again.
I am very quick. I just go. I just run and put all the candles out. I still
Oh my
have
God.
80 feet of movement left. And per theory, I used 1 action, so I could use a bonus action to dash if I need more speed.
Oh my God.
So I can go 260 feet if necessary.
Well,
That's unnecessary. So as you put out the last candle, she wakes up enough to like look around and be like, "No, no!" And then she shatters into a million pieces. All the glasses on the wall shatters, and then they all just turn to ash.
Before she shatters, can I loudly yell, "There can only be one of us. That is the god of darkness. You
Sure.
merely adopted the darkness. I was born into it, molded by it. I didn't see light until my dad let me into the closet when I was 77.
Oh God.
I pull the candles out very slowly.
beautiful.
Okay.
Edge,
We forgot
Alright.
to eat her heart.
my cross to it's my
She didn't
My
have one.
cross
She was
to
made of
bear, though.
glass.
Sure.
Oh,
As
Gum was lied
as her
to.
and the rest of
Would you say-
the glass turns to ash, all the writing on your arms just like disappears.
Would you say she had a heart full of glass?
All right. Well,
And that's the song that plays as the credits roll.
Just 80s movie montage wrap up. What do your characters want to do after they have completely just wrecked this place?
I walk around everybody else and go, well, we did kill a god in a way.
Maybe if you
Well-
devour the ash, you will gain her powers.
Gum will try.
I eat ash. Y'all
All
know
right,
what I said.
Whatever we gotta do.
you guys.
Our
you guys.
80s montage is us like walking out of the fucking place, and it's like they get happy music, and the next scene is just like fucking Pelor, like going like this as I'm holding his shirt collar and just punching him in the fucking face. And then the next scene is
It's just us in
like,
the background.
no, you see Tiamat. The next scene is Tiamat, or just a giant fucking glob is like just stomping
Just
on her.
opening her mouth, one of her mouths.
And just vomiting into it. The last scene we see is Kronos or Saturnus, the god of time, just being like and giving the time wizard a bigger clock.
Just crying a single present tear.
Yeah.
These are all lovely dreams that you guys have had, but
Well, actually,
this is occurring in universe with the other parties. So like after you guys finished killing this archfey and you guys like freeze frame high five Zirian, what are you guys like staying around this area? What is this party going on to do next?
Well, we're gonna have to kill the other gods
Yeah.
because you've already killed one.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
decided-
train.
The god
I
of
have-
shadow. The god of shadow has been removed.
Yeah.
Now you have to kill the god of dragons and the god of time.
I have
Alright.
decided
Imagine
exactly
one of-
which god I wish to serve and which only one I want to live, and that's Gom. All
While
the
we
others
were
will die.
fighting, yeah. While we were
We-
fighting Tiamat in the background, there's just a fucking kraken just flailing around Tiamat against the walls. Or you just see like a disgruntled looking DM voice going like,
Gum would like to
Uh.
fight Tiamat and become god of the kobolds.
All right. Well, it's super late. So anybody who stuck around this long, thank you for hanging out and watching our special one shot of Dungeon Dice Masters. Like I said at the beginning, it's going to be a couple months probably until we get back into our normal schedule because of work hours in life for everybody. But yeah, keep an eye. We have our Twitter handles in the description of the channel that you can follow, and we usually tweet when we're about to go live so that you guys can see what we're playing and come watch. And if you enjoyed tonight's adventure, which was heavily modified to fit within the 4 hours or so we've been streaming, it is in Candlekeep Mysteries, which I've been enjoying reading. So it's a pretty fun read. You can find it at your local game stores.
If you like Diablo, we'll probably be playing that.
We have been
in
playing a
the
lot of
next few
Diablo 3
months.
lately.
Yeah.
Not Diablo 2. Sadly, we don't have technical alpha keys.
if you
Yeah.
want to
But
follow
Diablo
me on
3.
Twitter, I recently created a Twitter handle. It's
Whoa!
I did
you really?
actually. I decided
Wow.
that was I finally decided to step into the 21st century. You can follow me
wow.
at dabmaster420 triple X Fedora no scope.
Oh, okay.
I mostly post Fortnite memes.
Mm-hmm. I think that's perfect for
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
Well, thank you everybody for hanging out.
It's
Hope you
ironic.
enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.